Mm.
I'm just using right now, since I'm being lazy, I'm just using basically the sensitivity settings on Discord itself as a noise gate.
Yeah.
That I never trust that at all.
I mean, it's shoddy, but
The
I
noise
honestly
suppression
don't
is
know
actually
how
quite
to.
good, but the rest of Discord settings is like, ew.
the noise suppression
Where's my
can be
Reaper
okay.
plugin?
I definitely turned off the automatic. I always turn off the automatic input sensitivity because I noticed that that's just you get so
Vile.
much weird distortion. But I'll manually adjust the bar up just a little bit to try to be suitably uh voluminous, loud, but without picking up too much background.
Meanwhile, one of my friends has just come in chat and has played a clip with them with a very maniacal laugh, and I'm just like, that's me when I play Dead by Daylight.
Hit me with
Yeah,
your
I
rhythm stick. Hit me.
Ah, I have no regrets about making that soundbite. I bet, Alice, I bet. It's like, wait, what's this ugly mug doing on the screen? Where's the no-cam streamer at? Duh. I still find it funny. Some people were in my Twitter DMs asking me when I was gonna do a face reveal, and I'm like, bruh, I've shown my face for 2.5 years. What's up with you? Not my fault you ain't been around long enough.
Yeah, just look in clips. There's plenty.
Yeah, precisely. My whole clip montage is just me with my face. Oh, Alice, the summer heat's been blowing me up and all. Don't worry about it. I've practically evaporated for a while. I had to take a whole week off streaming because I was like, well, heat stroke's kicking my ass.
Yeah.
Hence why
I
we
mean,
ended
it
up
has
missing
been
doing this last week because I was too sick with heat stroke. I could barely even be on my screen for like any period of time. Like, I got to the point where I was like, I'll try and play a Dead by Daylight game. I had to leave partway through because I was just that overheated. I was like, let's down 30 liters of fluid and have 4 fans on. That should work, right? No.
well, it's just been so warm. And like I got somebody in chat saying that they were living in a place that was frequently hit 43 and I'm like, okay, like yeah, that's deadly hot. One, how humid is it because humidity matters so much. And two, like that doesn't mean that 25, 28, 30 is not really warm also.
Yeah, precisely. Like anything over like 15 degrees for me is like challenging.
Anything about 15?
Yeah. Well, I have a hotter than average body temperature, which means I dehydrate faster than average. And because I dehydrate faster than average, anything that gets too warm absolutely blows me up.
I guess, but aren't most public buildings like 20-ish?
They can be, but most public buildings in the UK have aircon. Whereas, like, homes don't. We don't have
I
homes that
mean,
have aircon in it.
no, I mean fair. Same in Netherlands, but just like, you know.
I mean, having any aircon at all will keep the air circulation going and make sure that there is a regular period of coolness that will definitely make sure that even if it is at a higher temperature, the cool air circulation will help no matter what.
Oh, absolutely. Well, I mean, the other thing with aircon is that we call it air conditioning, not air cooling initially, because it was introduced for factories to suck moisture out of the air.
Yeah.
And the making it a nice temperature is just a nice side effect. So if you are sweating at all, since the humidity in any room with air conditioning is basically zero, you'll cool off quite nicely.
That clip caged.
I have it muted, so I honestly can't
Oh,
even hear the
it's
clip.
a Dixper voice redeem. It's one of your voice mod that makes you sound
that
like a
was-
demon.
Oh,
I think that was for me. Just looking at it. I think that was like, oh, I think I remember that one.
But maybe it's just my chemistry background, but for me, like, I know 20 as the room temperature, and just
So like I can handle warmer temperatures if there is a breeze. I'm less affected by it because obviously the humidity's taken out of the air at that point. But like in the UK recently, we just had pure hot air.
I mean,
And
fair.
I would go out to the shop and I would literally be full of sweat. Because like I would walk like 2 minutes to the shop and then I'd be fucked.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, UK and Netherlands both just so humid.
I have the
You don't-
benefit of the fact that I live in a pretty dry area. So when it gets hot, it generally is still pretty dry, so it doesn't get too humid. Most of our moisture comes in snow.
Well, and I was gonna say, everywhere Europe, it's unseasonably, it's warmer than it should be in Europe because of Gulf Stream and whatever. So we're really far north, but it doesn't really matter. I imagine that I know that Canada does get hot.
You know what? I'm just gonna jump over to my other scene since I have people talking.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
just
we
gonna
actually have
let
activity.
just gonna let the reactives fix itself because Terra's didn't load up for some reason. There she is. All right.
It doesn't like all the reactions, huh? It doesn't want to recognize me. No fairies.
I mean,
no
the
one
reactives are
believes.
still blinking for me. It's a bit of an issue. It seems like a connectivity problem, but it's fine. If it blinks every now and then in my chat, don't worry about it. It's out of my control. I can't do anything about it.
Yeah, we
Don't you love
basically
when
decided to
chat
go with that
says,
last
like,
week.
fix this streamer?
When someone
and you're
comes
like,
in and someone who comes in partway through goes, "Your reactives are blinking." I said, "No fucking shit, Sherlock. Do you think I hadn't noticed that?" Nah, I'm joking, but like,
Well, it's
sometimes
like,
it's helpful if like your volume is super low or something else weird, but other times like
it's
chat
one of
wants to be
those
helpful. Chat just
subconscious
wants to
things
be
that I know
helpful.
I've done this before as well. It's like we think that we can solve every problem. So like we go into someone's chat, we notice there's a problem, and then we don't realize that that's something that we can't just immediately fix. Like audio is
Although-
fine. Like yesterday, I had an audio issue when some of my music was cutting out. It turns out that for some reason OBS had a noise gate filter on that I did not put there. So I just took it off, and then, oh look, problem solved. That wasn't hard. But like, if it's like something like, oh, this whole like browser source isn't working, and it's like, well, if I refresh it, it doesn't work. I have to shut down OBS to fix the problem, which means I have to turn my stream off. And at that
Yeah.
point, I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. Not worth it.
Okay.
Unless it's my chat bubbles, and then I kind of need my chat bubbles because those are easier for me to read than my own Twitch chat. Because my
Really?
chat bubbles have the text a little bit bigger, which makes my
Ah.
dyslexia handle it better.
I've noticed that if I'm wearing my contacts, my vision's just slightly worse. But my vision's bad enough that being slightly worse, looking at a smaller laptop screen, as I sometimes am doing for stuff, I have to be like, oh wait, that's really small wording. Have to kind of
Squint at it.
squint and look at it again.
I always hate it when that happens. Because my eyesight's weird as fuck. I have a hyperopic left eye and a myopic right.
Oh,
So I need glasses to balance my vision out. So if I take my glasses off, like, I can't see for shit. Because, like, my eyesight is, like, trying to fight each other to see which one's the most dominant. And more often than not, my hyperopic eye wins. Which means I can't see anything. I can't see hand in front of my face, but I can see something miles away.
what's prescription plus?
Without looking at it, I can't remember.
Ah,
But they are different for each lens.
yeah, sure. I don't notice that too much, but I think that's mostly just because my eyesight's bad enough that as soon as I'm lensless, everything's a blur anyway. My
So you
strong eye
probably
will
have
take over
double.
a
You
little
probably
bit,
have
but
double
it's
myopic eyes then.
Mm-hmm. Myopic is nearsighted.
Yeah, short-sighted.
Yeah. But I always laugh when people are like, "Oh yeah, that means that you can at least read and stuff." I'm like, "No, books are way
No,
too far
unless
away
you
for
literally
me."
put the book right in front of your face, you can't see shit. The thing that makes me mad is under UK driving regulations, I can legally drive without my glasses on.
Oh shit.
And it's like, that is dangerous as hell, because if my short-sighted eye starts dominating, I literally can't see the road. So how the hell can I legally drive without my glasses on? That's crazy.
Yeah, that is a weird one. I'm pretty sure that I legally cannot. But
I can
that
legally
could be
drive without
because
glasses.
Yes, but your eyesight's probably better balanced than mine.
Well, I have one perfectly fine eye, and then I have another eye that's injured, and that's why I'm heterochromatic.
Mm.
So I had an eye injury when I was 2, so that created heterochromia.
Your heterochromia is not genetic.
Well, my central heterochromia is genetic. My dad's also has central heterochromia, but I'm heterochromatic central heterochromia. So not only both my eyes have 2 colors in each eye, and then they are different colors on each side of my head.
Basically, you have 4 colors in your eyes.
Well,
kind of.
I have my eyes are actually brown and blue. They just are different combinations on each eye. One's more brown than blue. The other's more blue than brown.
Huh.
So.
That's kind of interesting, actually.
Yeah. So when I got my driver's license, I explained this to the person that I was saying who was putting my ID on. It's like, this is my, so they were like, Hazel. No, my eyes are not hazel. So I explained, and then they took a closer look, and they just put other.
I mean, yeah, I'd be surprised too. Barnes, thank you for the host. Appreciate that.
But yeah, when I was little, I did wear glasses, but to try and correct, because the injury happened when I was 2. So. But the glasses never really helped, and it was hard to stay on patching to try and strengthen my weak eye. So it basically, when I was 10, my glasses broke, and my parents were like, yeah, we don't want to keep on buying glasses, and it wasn't like I actually needed them, so.
Yeah, if you don't need them.
It's like I could get surgery to balance my eyesight, but I'm just like, the risk on that is too much, especially with my right eye being as unstable as it is.
Yeah, like my right eye is lazy, so I could have gotten surgery to strengthen the muscles, but my grandma actually had a glass eye that freaked me out so much. I was like, no, I would prefer to have a lazy eye that moves around than an eye that doesn't move at all.
Same. Although it would be a kind of fun prank to play on someone to just have your glass eye fall out once in a while.
Something 10 years ago or whatever, I was looking at laser surgery to correct vision, and doctor looked at my eyes and was like, okay, you've had a stable prescription for like 5 years, you're young, healthy, whatever, like you're a great candidate, and pauses, and he looks at my eyes, because we're in like the dim-ish doctor's room, and says, hold up a second, and he dims the lights further, looks at it, it's like, maybe not actually. When it's dark, your pupils expand beyond the region of laser surgery.
Oh god, yeah.
So anytime it's dark, what's going to happen is you're going to see the uncorrected image overlaid with the correct image. They called it like haloing, but yeah. So that's my thing. Jeez. I could do it maybe.
Now I was trying to think of the Halo theme, but the Song of Lugia came to my mind instead.
Dear, dear. Alrighty. Do we have him already ready? I see him in here, but
Mm-hmm.
I heard.
No,
Oh.
no one's been live,
Hey.
so I'm sitting here quiet.
Oh,
Speak
I
to the
saw-
devil
sorry.
and he
heard
shall
the join.
appear.
I mean, to be fair, me, Rory, and Rabambi were all just going off pretty much,
Yeah.
and
That's
everybody
pretty
else was just
usual
sitting
because we never
quiet.
shut the fuck up.
Nah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Nah, I
I
don't
can
want to
shut
bother.
up.
I
I don't want to bother conversation.
Ow. I'm sunburned. It hurts.
Oh.
Did somebody shave off your fur to bring your skin?
Yeah, it was Dak.
Oh, fudge nuggets.
Uh-oh. I see it.
Ay vey. It
What's
just
up?
decided to start right now, eh?
yeah.
Ow.
Oh.
I know I should.
Just cracked my knuckles without meaning to. That was not fun.
Ooh.
Oof.
I was just like, let me just take a sip of my drink. Well, fuck. I guess I won't then. Fine, be like that.
So- I got to meet Jedi and Dak in person.
Nice.
Yeah, we went to Disneyland. Hence the
Ooh.
sunburn.
Makes sense. Man, I wish I could have gone now. Feels bad. I'd have to fly all the way over the pond to get there, but it would have been worth it.
That's a big pond.
Just a bit. Let me make sure I got you guys up. Yeah, there's one. There's the other. Alright, looks like both loading up. Thank fuck I managed to fix my PC issues. So hopefully Discord shouldn't crash anymore. Fingers crossed anyway.
Yep.
It turns out it was one of my hubs, my USB hub that I have is developing faults. So it's trying to take power that it shouldn't be taking.
Oh, shit.
So I'm like, well, that's the reason why I'm losing power when I shouldn't be.
Oh, shall we get going then?
I guess
Yeah.
we should.
Maybe.
Nay.
Apologies if I sound like Jennifer Tilly at any moment. My voice has been cracking lately.
Okay. Whoa, 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 wait, what?
Oh.
We actually have
Oh,
torn
Oh,
pages. The
wow.
pages
Oh.
are torn.
Oh.
It said there were.
For fuck's sake, Marty, we told you not to eat the fucking paper. Jesus.
No, that was the goat.
Meh.
Pez?
Yeah, I know. I didn't know Pez was here. What the hell?
I did ask him. I was like, "Here you go, Pez. What are they? You don't have to worry about that. Just
I
eat."
run out of balls. Sag.
So,
Yeah.
I guess we
That's
start
not
with
news.
today I went to Banjul with Soy and Shinbi. I met an extremely cute waiter called Zion and Mr. Hoban, the tall manager. It really felt like a cafe of hot boys since Tay was there too, but I suddenly heard a cat cry in the middle and I suddenly felt like Yinho was going to disappear. Why did I feel that? And Mr. Hoban's cat? I definitely seen it somewhere before. The Hot Five is very popular, but among all the boys, Tay's level of popularity is ridiculous. I feel like all the girls got jealous of me because of what happened when I fell in front of the music room. Still, I'm a bit upset, but I felt much better about the fact that Soy begged to go to Van Jewel again. She must really like the cafe. He smells like tea leaves these days. I think it's because of that my heart beats faster whenever I go near him. And that is the diary then.
We can read for now.
How am I?
This is the most surprising thing. Cat has a line right at the
Immediately.
beginning.
Oh, speaking of Pez, thank you for contributing to the
no
webcam
narration at
challenge.
the beginning.
Pez wants to see my ugly mug again.
I was looking at the wrong screen. I was looking at the actual stream, so it was a delay. I was like, wait a minute. All right. I can't believe it's your first time. You're very good.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
That's what she said.
Yeah, we all got the same wavelength. Ah, dear.
Well, you know, glasses, ponytail.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm
Thank
not
you.
having a ponytail before anybody asks.
Aw.
I don't want my hair to get that long. It's already too long as it is.
Oh,
My
my hair's
granddad's
much
gonna need a
longer
wig
than
soon.
Holben's.
My hair actually is at this point long enough I could put
I
it in
was
a
gonna say,
ponytail.
I've seen Caged. I know his is.
But Sky recently cut his hair, so he didn't need to make a ponytail anymore.
I don't have it anymore.
Aw.
Yeah, my hair has been growing since the whole start of COVID, so
Oh.
yeah.
I feel like if I did that, I'd be cousin it by now.
You'd be Snoop Dogg.
Mm.
Thank you.
In case no one understood that, Snoop Dogg plays Cousin It.
Yeah, exactly.
Is this your first time doing this?
It is my first time, but I'm planned out to be good at making coffee, and I'll study it as much as I can. I look forward to working here.
Coffee. Quote unquote.
Planned out? What do you mean?
The mystery is real.
Hey, Mr. Hoban. What's there to think? Yeah. What's there to think? Hurry up and just hire him. Honestly, it was so hard for me to do everything by myself.
Porcion.
Be quiet. All you do is make mistakes on your orders. Last time we ended up with a leftover cake because you took the wrong orders.
Huh? But you gave me that to eat instead of dinner. Thanks to that, I dreamt of being buried in a pile of cake that night. Not the kind of cake I would like.
What kind of cake would you like then?
I don't know. You know, those.
Patty
No.
cake?
Red
Yeah,
velvet.
Oh
those-
my.
Red velvet.
Red
no.
velvet cake. Please.
I mean,
Very
I do
velvety.
have a Dixper redeem on my stream that also throws cake at me.
Everyone's
no.
Let's go.
quiet?
Eh? Quiet?
Are we?
Is it everybody in general, including me? Because I just think that the sound volume might be.
There we go.
Mm.
I'm
Test,
getting
test,
cake
test,
thrown
test,
at
test.
me.
Ah.
Though, let's see if I can fix
Yeah,
that
I
a
can
little
also listen in.
No, we're good.
Yeah.
It's just
That-
you, real Pez.
Yeah, it seems
Mm.
fine for
I'm
me.
real quiet.
I mean,
For me,
generally my
a little bit.
volume seems to be a bit on the quieter side in general, but my Discord volume looks good, and
Hmm.
all of the sounds seem to be equal with me at the very least. So
Sorry, I
Yeah, it
slipped
seems
some
fine
shit.
on my end.
Sorry, I slipped some shit in that paper I fed you.
isn't that supposed to be dogs doing that?
I mean, we're getting true identity law here. Come
Okay. Back in character. Then did you think I'd give food to someone who's ruining my business?
Anyways, I ate it, so it's all done.
What? You made the mistake and you're the one yelling?
So am I hired or?
Hell no! Sorry.
Oh,
Oh no. Alright, start working next week, and Zion, I need to talk to you in private.
Lulu?
In private. Mm-hmm.
No.
mm.
Oh no. I had a lot of things to say to you anyways. Oh right. I can call you Tay, right? I'm Zion. I look forward to working with you.
Huh? Oh, okay.
You can be comfortable with me.
Hey, you were talking to me. Alright, before you go to the dressing room and pick out your uniform. You do realize that we wear suits here, right?
Yeah, I'll do that.
Hey, you were talking to me.
Lance and Red at home, and the manager and waiter at work. Am I destined to be stuck among people like them?
No.
What do you mean, people like them?
You people.
You people.
Wow.
Do I need to throw a slipper at you, you bastard?
Meh, unlike everyone else in Dodge.
Give me a moment.
Hey, Tay, where's my jacket?
Holy cow, you actually were able to translate it.
Yeah, I was like, oh, yeah, well,
I
actually, that
didn't know
makes
what.
sense.
I thought he was trying to pronounce a different language.
I thought he was trying to be British for a minute then.
I had no idea what Jacka was supposed to be.
What is a jacka?
Red
That would have been me if I was freaking red.
Dear.
had his mouth full of bread and was running around here and there.
If you're talking about your jacket, I put it on the left side of your closet.
Hey, Tay. I'm gonna be late today.
All right. Text me if you're out after 7.
Oi. Where's my hair, miss? Oh, where's...
Furious person.
Nah, I'm not gonna continue that. Oi, where's my hair mist? If I don't spray that, my silky hair will get damaged.
Well, sucks to suck.
The only thing
Oh,
is
good.
sucking is...
Wow. You left it in the bathroom yesterday. I put it on the left shelf, so it should be there.
Tay answered every single question while putting away the food and plates on the table. People will never believe that this is what Prince Sunshine is really like. The moment Tay leaves the house, he becomes the most popular boy in the hot pie. Heard he's so popular, girls from other academies all know about him. But in reality, he was 3 moms combined in one body. At least Lance knows what he's doing. Lance didn't blink once at the fuss and quietly finished his breakfast.
Thank you for the breakfast. Then I'll get going.
He quickly put away the plates and silverware he used and got ready to go to the academy, not needing to be cleaned up after either. Yep, that's Lance. I've never seen him make a mistake or be careless. The nickname Stoy gave him, Ice Prince, suited him perfectly. I walked out to the living room after finishing breakfast, and compared to that, I see Red leaving breadcrumbs all over the living room with a jacket on his left arm and a vest on his right.
Then I'll head out first.
Wait, Lance. Won't you go to school with the owner? I'd like to take her, but as you can see, I'm tied up here. Since you declared you won't be taking Yuri's limo now, you'd better have someone with you on the bus instead of being by yourself.
Tay pointed at me and continued. As Tay mentioned, I declared to Yuri that I'll be taking the bus from now on. Tay supported me, saying that it would shoo away the stares a bit.
Hey, Commander, I can take her. The Warrior of Justice has to be the one to protect the heroine.
At Tay's words, Red jumped around, but Tay shook his head.
I appreciate your concern, but there are too many girls around you.
It's the same for that Silverhead.
Lance has, something called charisma, so it's fine.
I'm not sure.
I won't get this man a burn hill. Fucking hell.
I mean, the way I understand charisma as a D&D stat, is like, okay, sure. Lance
Just
has
let it be
major
a-
intimidation score.
Which also is charisma.
It
Like,
is charisma
everyone
based, yes.
In the Hot Five,
Oozes
the only one
charisma in
Hot Five
some
without
way.
charisma is Yunho. Yunho just gets by on being cute.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Well-
fair.
I mean, they all have charisma. Like, I think that Yunho probably has a decent charisma stat, but he doesn't have any skills to go with it. Is that fair?
Unsure. He really struggles, like, in every situation that would be charisma if you're not counting the fact that he's cute.
I guess.
Mm.
He has the physical appearance that of charisma, and more so than the social.
Someone who looks like they should have charisma, but then just doesn't. Soy.
Soy actually does manage to have a decent charisma in actually making people do what she wants them to do.
I know, but it was there. It was easy. Like soy.
Low hanging fruit.
Charisma? What is that? A little move or something?
How is it, Lance?
Lance didn't look so pleased. Why is Tay only asking Lance what he thinks and not me? I'll just go by myself.
Wrong.
And besides, Lance didn't look so keen.
Darling, you can always return to my limo.
Do I have to?
No, my toes are not for eating, dragon.
Well, that was a very weird response to my "do I have to" line, wasn't it?
It just happened to be what came up in my chat.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
That was
no,
the funniest
a
part
little-
about that. I was just like,
Couple
the
of lines
timing of that
sounded a
could
little
not have
bit
been
like
any
it was
funnier.
Related. I won't force you if you don't want to. Oh, come to think of it, have you guys heard? Apparently there are criminals around here, and they only attack girls. I'm pretty worried.
Tay told everyone. Lance's face hardened. I don't know what he was thinking about, but his face turned pale. How does he get any paler?
Hmm.
You don't want to know.
He becomes translucent.
Only until the bus station. After that, you have to go your own way.
You gotta go your own way.
Go
Indeed.
your own way.
Huh? What?
If you don't want to be attacked, follow Lance.
Oh, that's Muck's work.
Wow.
Looks
Oh,
at
no.
Yuri.
Now Sky's getting munched.
No,
Hey.
I don't want to be
No.
munched.
You want your rabbit to be eaten?
My what?
He's
Your
munching
rabbit.
on your big toe. Rabbits are friends, not food.
Dragon's Cube, if you need toes, I have some extra in the freezer. Just go grab some.
Yenderite.
What? Huh?
What are you talking about? Mm-hmm.
Yandere more like Yandere.
Then I'll be back. I shivered at the thought of someone attacking me and followed Lance. But for some reason, I feel like Kay forced us to. I felt dubious, but hurriedly followed Lance, who was marching out the house. This is so awkward. It's so dirty in here. Lance was just looking ahead. He never talked much, but the silence felt heavier since we were by ourselves. The weather's really good, isn't it?
I only see dark clouds.
Yeah, I see that now. I feel like I'm doing exactly what Soy did a couple days ago. But I felt like suffocating and wanted to break the ice. Prince.
Prince.
Ice Prince.
I have to say something. You know, I think Tay is really awesome. He cooks well, he cares for everyone, and he's really even good at studying. He's good at everything.
Mm.
Nance is not amused and still didn't say anything. I guess he's really not interested. I don't know what to say. I was dwelling in self pity when thankfully Lance quietly started talking.
I respect Tay as well, in many areas.
Huh?
Aries.
I spaced out at the unexpected answer.
Why are you so surprised? Didn't you just say so yourself?
I'm more surprised that you actually responded to me. Oh, yeah, I did. I never thought Lance would ever compliment anyone. And besides, it was about Tay. It was more shocking because Lance always seemed indifferent towards him. I never knew he thought well of him. He never said, but he must have thought of that all along. I didn't know you thought of Tay that way. Wow, he must really be perfect for you to say that about him.
I do know how to judge a person
Yeah,
and throw
I
slippers
know.
at them.
Yep.
Tay is the only one that has not gotten a slipper thrown at him.
Yet.
I mean, you know.
Mm.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Oh,
I
yeah,
haven't
yeah.
had any.
But Yunho has still gotten daggers glared at him from Lance because of things like trying to sleep with
I mean,
with me
yeah, but
and
still, no
things like that.
slippers because it's like kicking a puppy.
Yeah,
True.
I think he was more giving daggers to you though in that moment, Tara, because you invited, you know.
Excuse me, the door was open. It doesn't have a lock.
Oh no, I was
Na,
meaning in the
na,
very
na,
beginning,
na,
where she's
na,
like, "Come on, Yunho,
na,
you can
na,
sleep in my
na,
room."
na, 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 na.
instead of having them
Tara,
sleep on the
you can
couch.
sleep with anyone you want to, so long as it's me.
I think Rabambi might have gotten the reference for the song I was singing.
Yes, yes, I did.
Yeah, I know. Lance continued on.
I know it's possible to live with idiots like Red and Yuri because Tay tries extremely hard.
Hey,
In that sense, I respect his patience and self-control.
Okay. He did compliment Tay, but I felt like he was dissing Red and Yuri more.
I mean, they do deserve it.
And then the silence continued. Like that, Lance and I did nothing but breathe as we walked to the station. I'm going to head out by myself no matter how much Mama Tay nags me.
B, do you have time today? I'm thinking of going to Bonjour.
Again?
Of course. Hey, I want to go every day. I'm actually holding back right now. So let's go, please.
I can't. I have a shoot today.
Fine. The trader can go to work. How about you?
Oh shoot. So he turned from Shinbi to me. Me? Well,
You're going to leave me too?
seeing her squinted eyes, I can sense she really turned sulky soon. It's hard to soothe her when she's like that. Alright, I'll go. It's been so long since I haven't been there, so why not? But Tay said that we should keep our distance when others are around? Well, on one side, I guess it might be okay since Soy's going with me.
I'll read this, I guess.
I was gonna say, seeing as it's from the infirmary, I think we should definitely let Marty have this.
Let's see here. There we go. This is an announcement. Tara from freshman class N, please come to the infirmary this instant.
Hey, I think they're looking for you. But the infirmary?
It seems like my hypothesis earlier that we aren't actually the health attendant in this route somehow.
Timeline.
Yeah. Well, I felt a bit embarrassed to hear my name called out in the announcement, but why does it have to be the infirmary? I don't feel good about this. Does he want me to do something again?
I don't feel so good.
As I stood up looking worried, Lance and Yunho looked at me. At seeing their faces, I realized I wasn't the only one feeling anxious. Yunho looked like he was about to cry. Well, it'll be nothing. I'll be back. I said it out loud to calm Yunho down and turned around. Mr. Eugene, what now?
Yushin?
Yunjin.
Who's there?
My mic is off. Oops.
Ah.
Come in.
Welcome back.
I keep saying come in. Gosh.
Can't you hear me? Gosh.
Hi, Mr. Eugene.
Hello, sit here.
Huh? Okay. I listened to him and sat on the stool he pointed at. If I just do what he says, there won't be any trouble.
Take that off.
What? I ended up shouting.
Do you want to make me deaf? be quiet.
No, you just said something weird.
So loud. This is what's wrong with normal girls. Hmm.
Ah! Mr. Eugene grabbed my leg. What are you doing? I screamed with my leg still in his hands.
Stay still.
He said that and rolled down my socks. Mr. Eugene, what are you? Oh, Schritz!
What did you do?
I had to.
Careless whisper.
Oh!
Oh
I keep forgetting you have that on your end too.
I prepared myself to kick him if he tried to do anything.
Hmm.
And now Cage has done it on my end.
I told him it'd be fine, but he came down every recess and nagged me.
Mr. Eugene?
Is there any discomfort when you move your ankle?
What?
Just answer my question. Do you have a hard time moving up and down the stairs?
What? Oh, yes, a bit.
How?
Oh, so it throbs a bit. Just a tiny bit.
You'll feel that for about a week. Have you been massaging it as I've told you?
Yeah.
Then fine. If it's not a serious injury, but if you want to heal fast, don't run or exercise too hard.
Okay. Mr. Eugene let go of my leg. Was he telling me to take my socks off just before? I felt embarrassed for taking it the wrong way. I hurriedly put my socks on again. I mean, thigh highs, that's a lot of sock.
That's true.
I'm just laughing that apparently Tara is like, take my socks off, gasp. Sir.
Like, don't you know we sleep with socks on here?
I hurriedly put my socks on again. I think he was actually being the school nurse just now. Mr. Eugene, did you call me to look at my ankle?
Don't look at me like that. This doesn't make sense to me, too.
I must have looked quite surprised. Mr. Eugene looked so annoyed. I mean, why did he even bother if he was going to be this annoyed? Did you just change your mind? Why are you suddenly so... I mean, you really seem like a real nurse today.
You mean I didn't before?
Well...
I don't care what you think. I was just as surprised. If it weren't for them, I would have been spending quality time with Beatrice. Anyways, such annoying boys.
Boys? Mr. Eugene frowned and grumbled.
Yes, that delinquent music teacher and two of his stupid students.
Eh? Delinquent?
That delinquent music teacher. Delinquent.
Must
What did
be
I
Yuri.
do?
Delinquent. Oh, no. Hold on.
Nothing that you're not
Delinquent. Music teacher must mean Yuri. Yes.
But who are the two stupid students?
Well,
Yeah, that
I'm not
hyper
one of those.
sophomore with red hair and the other sneaky one with brown hair.
Oh, shit,
Oh,
he
cool.
knows.
We have another one who has red hair in this game.
That's you.
No,
No, it's
that couldn't be
Merida.
me.
She must change her fate.
You're hyper. You're the hyper
Well-
sophomore.
Time to
He doesn't
change
said
the
that it's a
Elon
him.
Guy's model.
You mean Red and Tay?
I think their names are something like that.
See, it's not me.
You're red. Are you in denial that you're red? Is it only soy time? Are you only soy now?
Only soy.
Only soy.
And you got Tay to
Yes,
say that.
soy.
Nice. That would be a
Huh.
soy victory right there.
Yeah, I regret every
See?
life decision that led me here.
I was completely dumbfounded. I was awfully surprised to hear Mr. Eugene mention Yuri, but Tay and Red too? What happened? Why were they in the infirmary?
Why are there so many stupid people asking me stupid questions today? What do you mean, why? Because of you.
Mr. Eugene held up his finger and pointed at me. He still looked very, very annoyed.
They came to me to look at your ankle. What? You're not saying you didn't know, are you?
Mr. Eugene scoffed. You mean 3 people begged you to look at my ankle?
Yes. And they even took turns and came separately.
Wow.
Oh, really annoyed the hell out of me. First, it was that music teacher. I threw him out because he started rattling my honey. My honey. Beautiful dough and whatnot. But then the redhead barged in and.
Barged in and...
Mhm.
Started
He
shaking you.
started shaking, yelled, and he will never forgive me in the name of justice
Mm.
if I don't treat you properly. And run off. If I catch him next time, I'll make sure to dissect him! No, I'm kidding.
Ah, the Mr. Cat.
Mhm.
And you will be dissected!
I had to say it like that. I'm sorry.
Red.
Anyways, I was thinking the infirmary was too bothered today when that brunette came in last. Yes, he was the most stubborn.
Mr. Eugene must have been very startled. He rattled on unlike his usual self. What did Tay say?
Never mind. You don't need to know.
Tell me, I'm
Yes.
involved in this. Please?
Oh
Please?
no,
Maybe when
I'm
you're
gonna be
older.
that person. I'm gonna leave it at that. Let you suffer in curiosity. No, I'm kidding.
And
I
brunette was
held
spelled
on
correctly
to
because
Mr.
it is
Yur's clothes. Oh, that's you.
Because
and
gender,
Rory's
yeah.
coming. Yeah, because it's gendered. Yeah, I figured. I was
You
like,
just never hear
that's actually...
brunette referred to guys usually.
Yeah, really, you don't. And English generally isn't gendered quite like that. Like,
But for colors, it is.
no, not generally in English so much,
There's a
right?
handful in English.
Yeah, very, very rarely though.
Basically, anytime you see the TE attached to a word, it's feminine only.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But that's like one of the few cases.
But that is like just a hand-me-down from other languages for the most part too, right?
Oh, sure. I mean, welcome to English.
English, the Borg of language.
I mean, it's true. We get most of our language from Danish.
I held on to Mr. Eugene's clothes and asked, according to my observations, Mr. Eugene hates when people do this. So he'll tell me if I keep holding on to his clothes. Sure enough, Mr. Eugene cringed and started talking.
Let go. I hate it when girls cling on to me. It's annoying.
Tell me, I won't annoy you then. Or else I'm going to cling on to you like this.
Beatrice is watching. Let go.
Tell me.
I shouldn't have mentioned it in the first place. All right, fine. So let go. I'll tell you.
I let go of the ends of his clothes. Mission accomplished. Miss Eugene dusted off the sleeve I held on to.
You and them, everyone here, to annoy me today.
He gave up glaring at me and started talking.
Well, you never said it's a secret, so I guess I could tell you. The brunette offered me a deal.
A deal?
Yes. He told me he, with his perfect bones, would become a specimen for my next experiment if I keep checking on your ankle. So I said yes, since I needed a sample from a healthy male anyways.
Oh my.
But he tricked me. Only losses for me if I knew it was going to be this annoying. I would have said no right away. I regret it.
What? Tay said said himself he'd be your next sample?
Did you even listen to what I just said? He tricked me. There won't be any experiment with that brunette.
What do you mean, trick? And how can he trick you with his bones?
Crazy.
You really are clueless about that boy.
What? Mr. Eugene looked at me reproachfully. I'm glad Tay avoided becoming his specimen, but there must be more to the story. Sadly, I don't think Mr. Eugene has any intention to reveal that part to me.
Never mind. And I heard you fell because you were pushed? Idiot. So did you find the person who pushed you?
No.
I knew being a fool was useless.
And you know, Rory, I was actually kind of thinking the same thing. It's like, they're dolls. Dolls don't actually have bones. They're more like exoskeletons.
Yeah.
Mr. Eugene
I mean-
obviously thinks I'm pathetic. And then he held up his long finger and wagged it.
He has a long fist. Damn.
Whoa.
Yes, a long fist for the pistol.
Yeah, no thank you.
In this life, there are only two ways of living, being superior and inferior, or give and take. It doesn't matter whether your hideous leg bone breaks or not, but if you've been attacked, you have to know how to counterattack.
What do you mean attack? I just fell because there were too many people.
That transfer student didn't seem to think so.
What?
Recess must be over. Hurry and leave. I have to spend time with Beatrice now.
I'm not done talking.
Be quiet. I have nothing more to say. Leave now.
Mr. Eugene! Mr. Eugene pushed me out the door and I was banished to the hallway just like that. I struggled and tried to open the door again, but it never did. He locked it behind him. To have some rendezvous with Beatrice. I feel complicated and iffy. There are still things I wanted to ask. But since the bell rang, I have to go so I'm not late for class. I barely lifted my heavy feet and headed to the classroom. Besides, this is also him being a responsible doctor because he told us not to run, so he made sure that we didn't have to. Anyways, I didn't know Yuri, Red, and Tay worried about me that much. Imagine the three of them taking turns annoying Mr. Eugene. I couldn't help but laugh at that thought. And besides, Tay even said he'd give his body. I was very
Oh
surprised.
my.
Oh, dang.
Right? He told me we should keep our distance at the academy. I pouted, but I couldn't help my eyes from smiling. I mean, we are keeping our distance physically. That doesn't mean he can't stop care. He will stop caring. I should definitely thank him later.
Hi, Zion. We're here? Zion?
We didn't see Zion, who always greeted us. I glanced around to look for him, but I didn't see him anywhere. Huh. Did something happen? We were standing still at the entrance like that when someone else walked towards us from the counter.
You keep hiding. I got these guys. Oh.
I can smell you.
Oh no, she's a beast, hungry for the prey. And I'm the prey.
Escape me.
This is like another Predator movie.
Very different kind of predator.
Here comes Soy.
No, no.
Dear Sai!
Oh, you guys are here.
Oh, hey. Hello.
I was waiting for Zion since I naturally thought he'd come, but Tay came out. Zoe was stiff like a stick. Her cheerful voice broke up because she was so nervous. Her cheeks turned pink in an instant, and she didn't keep her eyes away from him for a second. This never fails to amaze me. Usually she's so wild like a fierce hunter, but whenever she's around Tay, she always becomes this shy girl. Amazing. The power of Dommy Mommy. So, since Soy stood frozen at the spot, I had to be the one to ask about Zion. Hey, Tay, but are you by yourself today? At my question, Tay looked like he just remembered something.
Oh, are you guys standing there because Zion isn't here? He's over there.
Tay pointed to a dark corner beside the counter. At that
The
corner,
shadows.
Zion was crouched down with his knees gathered together.
She's here.
Sold out. What a traitor.
How
I
dare
thought we
you,
were
Tay.
friends, man.
It was covered in the shadows, so we didn't notice it before. When
No.
Soy saw that, she came back to her senses and approached
No,
him.
no, playing in shadows, playing in shadows.
Oh my god. Zion, what are you doing there? Are you sick?
No one's here. No one's here. Hello, you came.
Zion said hi with a weak voice. I could tell something was going on with him.
What's wrong, Zion? Did something happen to him?
Zion looked like he was witnessing the world coming to an end as Tay kept on doing his maneuvering in order to spend time with me alone.
It kind of looks like Zlon. The I is capitalized, but it kind of looks like an L, so it goes Zlon.
As what?
The
In
it's
dialogue.
Zion, but the I is capitalized, so it looks like Zlon.
His is long.
Zlon.
Is it a long slong?
Zlon.
Oh,
Zion got those long zones.
Longly.
I thought of it too.
What's happened in the last couple of days? Soy and I looked at Tay confused.
Oh, that.
Tay looked uncomfortable, but soon explained. A few moments later,
what? The herb's missing?
No, it's
I
right
call
behind you.
bullshit. It's right behind you, Soy.
What is?
What do you mean? I don't see no harp.
Your voice is too loud.
Tay put his finger on his mouth and whispered. At that, Soy got excited again and started puffing.
Jesus.
Blow your house in.
Okay, if I really wanted to shut her up, I just need to put my finger on her mouth. Just like, shush. Watch her pass out on the spot.
Then aren't you in big trouble? How about Mr. Hoban? What did he say?
Let me lick your fingers, Tay.
Nope.
Smells so good.
Mr.
Like
Hobbins
Cage
on a
played
business
Careless
trip
Whisper
right
at the
now.
perfect time when you just said that. So that was kind of funny.
Mr. Hubbins on a business trip right now. He found some excellent tea leaves and went to get them. He'll be back tomorrow.
Tay glanced at the empty counter. Zion was still crouched down, looking like he's about to cry.
It can be your harp, Zion.
Oh, then it's more serious since he's not here. Didn't he say his grandfather passed it down to him?
Yeah, that's why we're in more trouble. And we have no idea what happened. The harp isn't something anyone can just carry and sneak out. It would have to be someone who knows Banjul and the harp really well.
And isn't Zion the only one?
That's right. Zion even has the key. So things look really bad right now.
But can't just what's the manager's name?
Hoban.
Robin.
Can't just Hobbin took it and probably making a copy of it to give to Zion? Is what I'm wondering.
You couldn't Xerox a harp.
No, but it needs to be exactly like that because Zion loves that specific harp, right?
3D printed?
Yeah, sure.
3D printed one.
You wouldn't steal a harp. Zion might have to take responsibility for the harp if we can't find who took it.
Tay looked troubled and frowned. Zion, who was trembling in the corner, turned pale at hearing our conversation. I have a suspicion that Tay might have somehow orchestrated the harp's disappearance for his own sick pleasure.
No.
I felt so bad for him.
I think Tay likes a different kind of plucking.
That's unfair. He must be the saddest one to have the harp stolen. How can he be responsible for that?
Yeah, I think so too. But the situation is complicated, since the harp isn't cheap.
As they stood up for Zion, Tay agreed. But I didn't feel better at all. To be honest, I don't know that much about Zion and Banjul. I don't really remember how the harp looks like, and I've never seen Zion play it. But the reason I'm so
You
worried...
can't remember what the harp looks like? It's right there.
Hey there.
We've been harping on about it all this time.
That one's
Yeah.
just a poster on the wall.
Just a poster
Don't make a
of-
liar out of
Cardboard
us.
cutout.
they put a cardboard cutout of the harp and hope that nobody who visits notices.
Yeah, exactly.
But the reason I'm so worried is because Tay works here. When Tay told me he'd be working here, I couldn't help but worry. But when I actually saw Banjul and the people working here, I stopped worrying. I felt happy to know that Tay was working at such a good place with good people. But Banjul became important to me too. But something bad's happening now. Zoe looked worried.
Isn't there any way? Maybe we can borrow a harp before Mr. Hobbin comes and switch for a while? You know, that cardboard cutout right there?
The harp's not that easy to find. Besides, that harp's antique, so it'll be difficult to find the same model, and he's not stupid. And to find it until tomorrow would be impossible.
Every time Tay crossed out possible options, we grew more and more disheartened. Zoe clutched her head.
This This is such a disaster. I can't just stay here. Wait a moment. I'll go see if there's anyone who knows how to get a harp.
Soy looked for Zion one more time and left the cafe with her phone. I whispered to Tay after Soy left, "Will Zion be okay?"
I don't know.
What should I say? We have another choice.
Hmm?
We've not had that many choices on Taser out
Hmm.
I mean,
all
we
rough.
have,
compared to others.
but also we've only done like what 3 chapters?
I know, but there's normally like at least one in a chapter, and we've hardly had any for Tay.
To be
Well,
fair, a lot of
yeah,
that
like
one
I
is
said.
narrowing down to who the route is going to be.
Yeah,
That is true.
The reason why there's so many for the previous words was because there were so many choices to say who are you spending time with to narrow down the route. Now we don't need to worry about narrowing down the route. This is all just everything after those many choices, right?
Also, everyone freaking out about the harp. Tay, how do you seem so calm? That's my secret. I'm always stressed.
It's like should have been more careful. Nah. It's so sad to lose something precious.
Yeah, I mean, I'd pick the second one.
The second one too.
The first one seems so
Good scrubs.
spiteful. Yeah.
So sad. Hmm.
He cherished that harp so much. He must be so sad right now. I hope we find it soon. I remembered how Zion smiled like the happiest person on earth when he talked about the harp. He said he started working here because of it. As I felt bad for Zion, Tay stared at me. Huh?
You seem to be sure that Zion didn't take it.
Of course, he'd never have stolen it.
How can you be so sure?
Look at his face. That face he's making right now.
That face?
Tay looked confused. Yeah, that face. I've seen it before.
When?
At Grandpa's funeral. Tay looked like he wanted to hear more. That was how I looked when I saw myself in the mirror. I said it, but it still made me sad. Tay was lost for words at the moment. Yes, that day I looked like Zion. Green hair and all. He looked flustered, devastated, and lost.
What, suddenly turning closer into shreds?
Hey. I mean, sometimes, yeah.
As if he lost something he thought would be by his side forever. What?
Eh?
Is Dang did Dang think I was wearing an eye patch or something?
Surprised.
Eh? Or is like
You had two eyes. What?
is the other one? No, I don't
Were
know.
you playing a game where you were turned way far to the side?
Well, when I'm looking at my game screen, my face tends to be look very profile.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a pink eye and a blue eye.
Do you think she was some kind of pink-eyed Cyclops fairy? Which actually sounds like a really cool idea. Someone needs to do that.
or did you just think my eye was covered by my hair? That's a potential too.
Could blend in.
I
if
still
they
like my
can't
idea
see,
more.
very distinct hues.
I've been there before, so I can't possibly suspect Zion. Of course, the situation's a bit different, but I think he's that devastated. He looks so sad. He would never have taken it.
Okay, I get it.
Tay listened silently to what I said and nodded. He even gave me a smile. Yeah, I hope we find it soon. I kept worrying about Zion. I tried to think about what I could do, but nothing came to mind.
I think it's not because you went through something similar that you don't suspect Zion.
What? They gave me a kind smile.
I think it's because you have a good, innocent heart and you can trust people.
Thing they can. Oh. My face turned red at the sudden compliment. I did feel embarrassed, but Zion still barred with me. But regardless, Tay continued on.
Tara, you're a good person. Stay that way.
How would I...
Don't let me corrupt you. I know there are people who can cheer up to see you like that.
He was so serious, I ended up nodding. But even though Tay smiled pleasingly, I couldn't understand why he was suddenly saying that to me. He just kept worrying about Zion and the harp.
Hmm?
I was startled at the sound of the door opening and hurriedly backed away from Tay. Sure enough, it was Soy who came in. I could see from her frowning face that things didn't go so well. Okay? Huh?
Skyla? Hmm.
I mean, he's still in the chat.
Hmm.
Sorry, I went to the bathroom.
Back.
Of course, there's no one around with a harp.
We all sighed at what she said.
You just needed me for that one line.
Yeah.
Yeah. We weren't waiting too long, so it's all good.
I'm back.
Oh, you're here. Tay came in pretty late today, too. I stayed awake to see him.
Yeah. Where's everyone else?
They're all sleeping. What happened with the harp? I asked about the harp as soon as I saw him, but he looked gloomy and shook his face. My shoulders drooped. Okay, I guess it's gone.
It just completely disappeared. There aren't any signs of a break in. I don't even know if someone actually stole it.
Tay looked at his empty hands and said, Mr. Hoban said the harp was passed down to him, right? I don't know how Zion will be able to handle this.
Come on, it's Mr. Hobbin.
I'm worried too.
I couldn't help but sigh at thinking it's Zion. I've only met him a couple times, but I guess I really like him since he was always so nice. Tay shrugged his shoulders.
Cheer up. Others will think you own the harp.
Tay tried to cheer me up with a lighthearted attitude.
Don't worry so much. I was preparing to explain everything to Mr. Hobbin anyways. Now it's late. You should go to bed.
As I stood still, looking dejected, Tay let out a sigh. What, you're not going to give anything to me and you are wanting me to click again game? Is that it?
What?
Hmm.
I had to click again in order for it to actually show text. It was just
Oh.
blank.
That was the sigh. It was blank.
Did you stay awake because you were worried? You still have to take care of yourself. You look awful.
I feel like Tay is going to start nagging me soon. I mean, isn't that
Go
already
to
starting
bed,
to
young
nag
lady.
me? Go to bud? Huh?
My words are hard.
That would be an interesting experience going to bud. What am I, a dryad?
Pat.
Sure enough, he continued talking like my mom.
Zion is still a stranger to you. Don't worry about other people and go to bed.
Am I thinking Morgana?
I wonder why.
Hmm. Should go to bed.
I feel bad about the harp going missing, but I'll worry more if you don't get enough rest.
But I can't help myself.
Don't worry too much and go to sleep. Just leave the rest to me.
Okay. Can you make me my Tay? Tay finally smiled
We'll
at my
see.
first sudden answer. Tay laid down his coat and bag on the sofa and headed to the bathroom. I watched him as he went. Guess Tay's the one more worried and busy right now. He knew Zion longer than I did. But I feel like I forgot that earlier for some reason and nagged him too much. I feel bad. Besides, he must be tired from working late. I went to the sofa and gathered his things. I should take these to his room. I was about to grab his jacket. Huh? This is a key? I picked up the key that fell to the ground. I held it up and saw a keychain with Banjul's logo on it. I widened my eyes. And this is the key to Banjul.
Hmm.
I remembered Zion looking like he wanted to cry. A person who just lost something precious. I know that feeling so well. Grandpa. How would Zion feel right now? So, we can
Oh.
choose.
I think you
We-
should sneak out.
I think you should sneak out. I'm
If you
interested.
if you
What's
try to
gonna
take me
happen?
to Banjul, I'm going to talk you down from it. If you sneak out, I'm going to come after you.
Mm-hmm. Could see something
Hmm.
dark.
It's like, well, we've got the key to go, so we can go.
Hmm.
I know it's a really bad idea to sneak into the building, but they say criminals always go back to the scene of the crime. I might be able to find some clues. It's opened. Among the silence, I hear the loud click of the door being unlocked. I glance around for a while and hurry into the cafe. Heart pounded like when I first found the key. I was so nervous I thought he'd see through my clothes and find the key in my pocket. But thankfully, Tate didn't notice anything after he came out from the bathroom. And I acted calm, told him good night, and went back to my room. I laid on my bed and pretended to sleep for a moment. Before leaving the house, I made sure to check the light turning off in his room. He would never let me go to Banjul at this hour if I tell him. I might be able to find something they missed. That thought led me to Banjul. I gulped and clenched my fist. I hope I can find something. I stood at the entrance and looked around the hall. No matter how carefully I look around, I can only see one entrance. Thanks, Lightheart! Then whoever took the heart came in and walked all through this door. I looked around all corners of the cafe, but as Tay said, there weren't any traces left. Besides, looking around wasn't as easy as I thought it would be. I didn't turn the lights on to make sure no one knew I sneaked in. I could barely see anything. Besides, the elegant antique decorations are kind of creepy to see at night. I should have brought a jacket. Cold air surrounded me. I stood there shivering. It was at that moment I heard someone coming up the stairs. Maybe it was because it's night, but the footsteps sounded so loud, and whoever it was coming up very fast. My heart beat faster the longer the footsteps came.
Did you
God damn it, Sky.
so dumb? Like you didn't lock the door behind you after sneaking?
I quickly hid in the corner of the cafe. Who would come at this hour? Is it the thief? My heart pounded more to think that. What if it's really the thief? At that moment, I thought of what would happen if it really is the thief. I'm here by myself. If I face the thief one to one, it would be difficult for me to catch him. If he sees me, he would never just let me go since I'm the witness. I could almost hear my own heartbeat. My clenched hands started to sweat. I then realized how dangerous it is for me right now. The footsteps didn't stop and just came closer. I crouched down to hide myself better. Footsteps finally stopped in front of the entrance, and then the door opened, cutting through the silence. The lights suddenly turned on. My hopes of not getting caught in the dark were completely destroyed. Caught up in fear, I couldn't say anything. I just shut my eyes. I heard the footsteps stop literally right in front of me. I felt someone move, and then someone touched my shoulder. Ah! Too scared, I couldn't even open my eyes and just screamed. And I swung my fist to the person I couldn't see.
Come down, come down.
This voice. I slowly raised my head. It was a big and familiar figure. This voice. Huh? I finally opened my eyes and raised my head. Tay's face filled my sight. I heard him panting over my head. I couldn't see his face properly because he had his back to the light. But it's definitely Tay who was standing in front of me. And he's not really himself. Surprisingly, Tay was shaking a bit. What happened?
And find you in your bed.
Yeah, that's where I was going. You weren't in your room when I came to check it at 2 a.m., as one does. I freaked out.
I was a bit scared to see him like that. Tay?
Thank God, you're safe.
Tay let out a deep sigh. He always smiled softly, but right now he was frowning hard. Did he worry about me that much to still shake like that? I came back to my senses to see him act so strange. But what did I just do? And then I realized I sneaked out of the house. Besides, I basically stole his key from his jacket. I had nothing to say because I knew what I did was wrong. Tay raised his head and looked at me.
Something bad could have happened to you. How could you just go out by yourself this late?
I lowered my head. I had nothing to say to him. I just thought maybe I might find some clues. My voice faded away. Tay lowered his voice to see me like that.
If there were any clues, we would have already found it. It's not something you can just solve by yourself.
Are you mad?
You're not an attorney, Tara.
Besides,
What did you?
Hmm? You're not an attorney, Tara. You can't investigate the crime scene.
oh, there goes my line.
Well, no, sir.
Besides, taking my key, is Zion that important to you?
What? What do you mean if Zion's that important?
Never mind.
One thing is for sure, Tay worried about me. I should first say sorry. Sorry. The key fell to the ground and I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry for worrying you. As I kept on apologizing, Tay let out another sigh. Really, I've never seen him this unkempt. It was scary and strange.
I don't care about the key. But if something happened to you here, I would have gone crazy.
Tay? I was surprised at what he said. Did I worry him too much? Tay was still shaking. I looked up and stared into his eyes. I realized he looked like he was about to cry. Instead of being angry, he looked like he was afraid.
What if someone really bad came right now instead of me? There wouldn't be anything I could do.
And Schizo's accusing you of being a murderer. Yender Tay! Yender Tay!
You understand?
Yanderte.
No.
Well, we know what
I
the
don't-
title for tomorrow's stream is now.
Possibly.
I'm telling you, that's so unrefined. Do better.
Would you prefer a cafe latte?
I don't want that to happen even in my dreams.
I'm sorry. I went
No, it's talking
closer
about
to
the cafe
him.
latte.
I'm not sorry for that. And carefully, I grabbed his big hand. His cold hand was still trembling. I held onto it tightly. Sorry. I'm really sorry. He wasn't getting mad at me. He was worrying about me. His eyes didn't shake from anger. It was from fear. The fear of something bad happening to me made him tremble. I felt like crying at how much he cared for me. I felt so sorry and so grateful. He calmed himself down as he saw that I was about to cry as well. He held up his hand and I was holding on to. And then he held up his other hand to put on mine. His cold hands grew warm. I felt his trembling slowly disappear. My face was heated and felt hot. He said in a sad voice,
If something happens to you, no, even thinking about that, I can't handle it.
"Hey,
You mean so much to me.
okay, thanks." He put into words what he always felt. I quietly nodded.
So don't do something like this. If you don't want to kill me from all the worry.
All right. He let go of my hand, and he quietly looked at me for a while. I couldn't stare into his eyes because of the guilt, so I was avoiding his eyes when I sneezed. He grinned and
You
looked
want
at
to
my
know the
clothes.
funny thing about what just happened there? Is when you did that, my reactives blinked at the exact same time. So it literally said like you sneezed us off the screen. Yeah, that didn't work that time. But it was like, Hachu! And we all, apart from Tara, left the screen.
Thanos
We were like, Jobs! Fuck no! Run.
What am I, Neggy?
Maybe.
No.
He grinned and looked at my clothes.
You look cold. Sit here.
He led me to a chair. He was slowly coming back to his usual self. Thankfully, he no longer looked worked up. As I sat down, Tay headed to the kitchen. I asked him in a hurry, "Where are you going?" Tay smiled. Now he's really back to his usual self. I finally felt relieved to see his signature smile.
You didn't drink it today.
What?
The tea that's perfect in a moment like this.
Oh. Tay grinned and walked to the kitchen. I sat there spacing out and waited for him to come back. I heard pots and cups clattering, and I quietly let out a sigh of relief thinking of the smile he just gave me.
Now, I made the tea stronger than usual. My own special triple Z.
Oh dear.
Oh my god.
Triple Z.
Uh-oh.
Tay came with the tea.
I should hope he didn't. Sorry, that had to come out.
Get one take free.
I was holding it in for as long as I could. I was like, nope, fuck it, it's coming in.
Not just like Tay.
Yeah, precisely.
Can you just use the kitchen like that?
It's fine. I can just clean it up later. And I'll pay for the tea, so don't worry. Drink up. You'll feel warm.
Okay, thanks. I sipped the tea Tay gave me, but I couldn't just enjoy the scent like I always did. I think my heart is still pounding. But we still didn't catch that thief.
Don't worry about that now.
But still... Tay put on his serious face again as I tried to say something.
You are more important to me than the harp. What if you got hurt trying to catch the thief? please think about me too. So don't care about the harp now, alright?
I couldn't help but nod at Tay's firm attitude. I didn't want to worry Tay.
Thanks for understanding.
Tay sat by my side, and he leaned his head on my shoulder. It seems to be the
That's
opposite
not how that
going on.
works.
I could hear him breathe.
Also, I'd
My
have to
heart-
bend down so far to do it.
Yeah, it's like I'm the one that's leaning my head on your shoulder. Thank you. My heart pounded again for a different reason. To hide my embarrassment, I pretended to be calm and talked to him. I feel like we're on a date right now.
Should we really go on a date next time?
Don't you remember what you said? You said we should keep our distance in public.
Oh, did I?
He mumbled to himself. Yeah, if we go on a date, something you worry about might happen to me. I told you I don't mind, but you're bothered by it. They didn't say anything and just stroked my hair. My eyes closed at his soft touch. I was slowly growing dim when I heard his quiet voice.
I just thought you might get hurt. Sorry.
About what?
I'm human now, but I don't think I've given you any good memories.
Kay said with guilt. That's not true. You have no idea how happy I am these days. Of course, there were some troubles, but I always think I'm so lucky to have you guys.
Okay, then I'm glad.
Kay moved his hands again and touched my hair. Kay, how about you?
What?
You're now human, like you said. Are you happy? Kay stayed silent for a while. Is it too hard to answer? I peered at him and stood up. And at that moment, Kay embraced me tight. His arms locked me in. I widened my eyes.
I still feel like I'm dreaming. I'm so happy it scares me. If this really is a dream, I can sleep forever. Every time you say my name as soon as you wake up, and every time you start your day with the breakfast I cook, every time you turn around when I call you, I feel like it's all a miracle.
The words came out through his body and through his voice. I felt every single word.
What should I do with you? I can't even for a second get you out.
I can't get you out of my head, boy. Your
Thanks for
love
understanding
is
why I
all
had
I
to cut off
think
for a
about.
second.
I actually literally requested that song from Lionheart on his stream earlier.
Just trying to just trying to stay in character, and the dialogue sets me up like this.
And then Schizo's like, Kay and Tara sitting in a tree, Kissing.
What should I do with you? I can't even for a second get you out of my head.
Hey,
Can't get you out of my head.
We just did this.
we've been there, done that.
What should I do?
Um, I was surprised at Tay's obsessive words, but at the same time, I felt drowsy. Joy started to fade away, and all my senses slowly became numb, and eventually I couldn't hear his voice at all. My eyelids felt so heavy. No, he's saying something important right now. Before I could feel bad about it, my consciousness slowly grew dim.
What should I do? Would I be able to protect you? Oh. Would I be able to protect you forever? Oh,
Mm.
oh, slept well.
You had me spend the night here?
Apparently,
Oh,
also, I'm dressed in my outfit.
hey, good morning. What time is it?
It's 9.
What? My eyes suddenly opened wide at Tay's answer. Oh my god, yeah, what? This is...
It's Saturday today. It's Saturday today, and we're at Banjul.
And Jewel?
You don't remember yesterday?
Oh, right. Yesterday, I remember coming here in the middle of the night trying to catch the heart thief. There was a huge fuss after that. And I was talking with Tay, and I must have fallen asleep. Tay is all ready in his uniform. I chased away the sleep and got up from the sofa. I really must have spent the night at Banjul. You should have woken me up. Sitting outside, if he woke me up, I would have gone straight home. I feel like I've troubled him for nothing.
You were sleeping so well, I couldn't. Don't worry. I was by your side the whole night.
Then when did you sleep? You
I haven't
work
slept
now.
for weeks.
You have to work now, and I wore you out.
Something tells me you two weren't sleeping.
No. I was totally sleeping. He made sure of it.
No.
And
No,
that was
it's
our cup.
nothing-
That was our first cup of tea of the day.
No, it's nothing like that, so don't think about it.
I dusted my wrinkled clothes. I should get going. If I see Mr. Hoven, I won't have any excuses. They looked sorry to see me go. It was at that moment.
Ah. Mr. Hoban.
It is I. Hear me out. The quality of the tea leaves I found this time are so spectacular. Huh? What is she doing here at this hour?
I was about to leave when I bumped into Mr. Hoven in front of the door. He looked surprised to see me. Of course he would be. But I was more surprised and stuttered.
I asked her to go get something for me. She came to give me that.
Oh, really? Anyways, this is good. Since you're our first customer today, will you try out a new drink?
What?
I found some rare tea leaves during this trip. I'll go make the tea, so wait here, alright?
Mr. Hoven smiled and stopped me from leaving. I couldn't decide what to do and just peered at Tay. Meanwhile, the door opened again. Oh!
Ooh.
First time we see him in his casual clothes.
I was gonna say, that's an unusual look.
New art. Huh.
It looks like one of those rain honchos. The rain
Oh.
poncho kind of thing.
Poncho, yeah.
Or the poncho.
I'm not gonna lie, I immediately saw the green and I immediately thought of Caged as that icon.
Zion, you're here too. Hey, come and look at this. Look at what I brought. Haha.
Mr. Hoban.
Too close.
Zion ran towards us fast and jumped in Mr. Hoven's arms. He was startled and just stared at Zion's head. Zion couldn't raise his head and just shouted in his arms. He sounded like he was already crying.
Mr. Hoban, I'm so sorry. I was careless, and whatever happens, I'll pay for the harp. So please don't kick me out.
Keon who is Keon spritzing?
I don't.
himself always.
Probably. I was about to say, it's like, are you
Every time he
yourself?
has.
Me.
See, called it.
What are you saying? Hey, Zion, let me go. Oi, Tay, what's wrong with him?
Mr. Hobbin, actually,
Now. Move, everyone. The harp's coming.
The door opened again. At the intimidating voice commanding us, we all moved back from the entrance, and the harp we thought was lost entered the cafe. Huh?
Oh, just in time. Thank you so much. We really had it rough this time. You can't just call and ask for repairs in the middle of the night. And you even asked us to come and get it? We finally got someone who could play it, but it was left untouched for so long, there were lots to tweak.
Mr. Hoban said while scratching his head. His head or the cat's head? Or it's both the
Both.
same thing?
It's both the same person.
Next time, please give us more time. Our workers had to stay up all night to fix it. Okay, I'll make sure of that from now on. I really wanted to see it being played this weekend. Anyways, here's the bill. This time I charged the regular fee. But if it's again another all-nighter job next time, we'll charge more. Thank you. Now, good job, guys. We'll leave now.
After talking with Mr. Hoban, the man and his co-workers put down the harp and left the cafe.
After
During the
Mr.
whole
Hobbin
time-
talked to him, Mr. Hobbin.
After Mr. Hoban talked to himself and scratched his own head.
Can you imagine that Mr. Hobbin was just like hopping from place to place with a fake mustache, and then they're just watching horror? Like, what the hell's he doing?
It's like those fucking Rene and Renata shows, only he's not just turning around. He's doing a full
Cat-
costume change.
Is Cat really just Count Olaf?
Yes. Children of the Corn!
During the
I
whole
remember.
time,
I love that movie.
during the whole time, we were all at our total loss for words. Especially Zion, who looked like he just had his soul sucked out.
Mr. Hobbin, what in the world?
How is it? Doesn't it look completely new? An instrument is just like a person. It's important to be touched.
Mr.
Yes.
Hoban nodded and looked satisfied. Who are you touching now? And he beamed at Zion.
Touch.
Now, come here, Zion. It'll
Huh?
have a much prettier sound now. Why don't you try playing it later to celebrate?
Mr. Hoban. Oh, wait.
Oh. Mr. Hobbin, what?
I know. I must be lost for words with gratitude. I understand that can't be a nice manager than me.
Mr. Hoban laughed cheerfully.
Mr. Hobbin, you left the harp for repairs?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
And you gave them your spare key?
Yeah.
And you
Yep.
told them to take the harp in the middle of the night?
Yeah. They disrupt business if they take it in the afternoon. Aren't I smart?
What do you mean smart? Then you should have told us before. I didn't know.
Huh?
I would-
I didn't tell you? Then it must have been none of your business.
You didn't. It was.
Get wrecked. nerd.
Zion's shrilly voice is echoed throughout the cafe. I barely stopped myself from laughing. Still, thank God. I'm glad Zion wasn't cornered as a harp thief, and I'm glad Tay's workplace is peaceful. I just stared at Tay. Yesterday night, I fell asleep early, but I was so thankful to Tay for worrying about me. Oh. Tay looked at me and smiled. I blushed and avoided his eyes. Oh, a
Ooh.
diary.
Disney.
I think
Whose
this might be the
diary is
Zion. I think that's Zion's. That's the Zion
Oh.
diary.
Because we don't have his
It looks like it said Disney. Okay.
Disney.
I think it's early morning for you, Marty. Just saying.
Maybe. It says Disney.
What do we
This
have?
looks like it has.
Na 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 na.
Oh.
No. Fast chapter.
Wait, we got a chapter done in under 2 hours? What the hell happened?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
That chapter took like an
It's
hour
only
and
two.
20 minutes.
Okay. Forte.
Forte.
Tay-Tay.
Forte.
What is your forte?
Dang.
Meanwhile, Rory's sighing gets more intensified.
Oh, and it's nameless again.
A page has been ripped.
Yes, we heard the page getting ripped.
This part, like that, good. La 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 la. Huh? What's this? This part isn't fun. She wrote a lot. She said she wrote every day to keep all the memories, right? She wrote a lot to show her parents. But you forgot the promise you made me.
This is too weird. I
What
think
is?
Hyun meant
we
to
check?
make it backwards.
Yeah. I do think that it is the opposite, unless he's talking about you as Zion.
I mean,
Yuri laid down his chopsticks. Thanks to that, we all stared at him.
What do you mean?
going to school? My honey's taking the bus to school. But why should I drive you boys?
Could we check the diary?
Can we?
It's probably just more pages have been ripped out. Yeah.
Yeah.
The beginning of the entire thing with Tay.
Hmm.
Yep, everything's sort of the very last bit of it.
We'll have to track that a lot more once through Tay and Red's route.
Hmm.
Just because I feel like Red's gonna have a lot of things taken out.
Hmm.
He's probably going to be very aggressive on the red route.
I feel like there's a good chance that Ray gets into a direct confrontation.
Ooh. Hmm. It's exploitation to force me to do work I don't like.
You could just say it's exploitation to make you work.
I
It's
don't
very
like
likely
it.
to say that.
But his preference of work is a different kind of exploitation.
Mhm.
Whoa.
I laughed awkwardly at what Yuri said. I've been taking the bus to school instead of the limo. I felt bad since I was the one who first told him all the boys should take the limo too.
I did wonder about it too. Why did you suddenly say you'd go by yourself?
I just felt like I gained weight these days because of all the food. So I'm just trying to exercise and lose weight.
She
Wait,
called herself that.
I mean, it's like somebody that is still in the normal BMI calling themselves fat.
Hmm.
I
Are you
avoided
talking
Red.
about me?
Yes, I I avoided Red's eyes so he won't find out I'm lying. I mean, Kay slipped away from the
No
computer for a
eating
moment.
here tonight. You on a diet.
Sorry, didn't realize I was muted. You're on a diet?
Yinho widens his eyes and asks back, "Yeah, I've been too comfortable lately, so I gained weight. Thought it'd be good for me to exercise."
Oi, Heroine. As a strong and healthy warrior of justice, I don't think you need to lose weight. Besides, right now, you humans are all in your breathing periods. Yes, it's time for you all to breathe. You don't need to work out. All you have to do is sleep and eat a lot.
Excuse you?
What?
Fucking Adult Swim program have you been
It's time for you all to breathe. That's
Sarah,
gonna
you
be
heard him.
That's gonna be my thing now.
I would like to burn my ears. No, I'd rather burn that big mouth of yours.
Lance looked like he lost his appetite and almost threw the spoon down to the table. And he glared at Red as if watching an insect.
Why? It's true.
He just wants something submissive and breedable.
It's a crime to be that ignorant. Breeding? You must mean growing period.
How did you even understand what he meant?
My honey, are you really saying you refuse to get on my limo to work out? That doesn't make sense.
Yuri waved his fingers.
Mm-mm. No one is better than me at judging beauty. According to my two beautiful eyes, your body is perfection itself.
Yinho nodded fiercely at what Yuri said.
He's right.
Of course, a bit more curves wouldn't hurt. But I can't just say you're cute without them.
Seriously? Lance looked like he was about to set fire on his ears again.
Oh no. Anyways, can't you just exercise after school?
That's true, but I couldn't come up with more excuses, so I just hesitated. And then I got eyes with Tay. Yes, it was actually because of Tay I decided not to take the limo. Tay told me it would be best if we kept our distance at the academy. I told him it was fine, but he didn't budge. Honestly, that made me a bit upset. But I didn't want to disagree with him when he was so firm about it. I can't take the limo when he thinks that way.
There are many ways to exercise, my honey. For example, you and I can passionately.
He's still breathing, Lance. Double tap.
Yeah, I know, right?
Tapping Lance.
Lance gave Yuri the look. The look he has before the flying slipper. Yuri must have noticed too since he stopped talking.
Man, Lance learning a lot of self-control these days.
Anyways, again, driving my princess to school brightens up my day.
Honestly, that's the problem.
What?
People notice me too much if I go to school with you guys. That bothers me. Of course, it's comfortable to take the limo to school. It's not that I don't want to go to school with my lovely dolls, but I'm less troubled when they take the bus because no one notices me. And Tay won't have any reason to worry. I glanced at Tay again. We didn't catch eyes this time. He just sat still.
Hey,
I think
what do you think? I want Master to take the limo again.
Yunho asked Tay for his opinion. But Tay didn't say much this time, too. He just quietly laid down his spoon and stood up with his empty plate.
The bus will be too crowded in the morning. Don't overwork yourself.
I couldn't see his face because he was walking away, but he must be smiling like he always does, right? Okay, don't worry, I answered cheerfully. Of course, Yuri still looked displeased and everyone else looked worried. There's no need to be upset when Tay is just worrying about me. Aw, I got some free huggies! Does everybody get free huggies? And welcome in, Sven. Sven Arnoldson. Instead, I should be more careful so he can feel relieved. I stuffed the rest of the food into my mouth.
Tay, Red, look over here.
It started with an
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Hello! I brought something for you today. Take it.
I can hear the roar in the playground from outside the window. Did the limo come? I leaned over to the window and looked outside. The window was closed, but I could already hear the shrieks and screams. As always, countless numbers of girls were surrounding the limo and screaming.
They all have so much energy.
Shinbi came to my side and looked out the window too. She talks as if what's happening outside has nothing to do with her, but behind her were a number of her own fangirls. But if anything's different, it's that they're less aggressive.
They're so cliche. They'll never be able to win over their hearts like that. Such foolish creatures.
Zoe flipped up her long, wavy hair and commented on how pathetic everyone was. Still, she glimpsed out the window. But Zoe, why aren't you down there? Tay's down there too.
I can't win over his heart like that. I need a more subtle and detailed plan to approach my prince.
Zoe gave a sneaky laugh. Thanks for bleeding, Sin. Enjoy the stay.
Yeah.
I don't know what that plan is, but I just hope you don't commit any crime.
Agreed.
Oh my! What kind of person do you guys think I am? We're friends! Friends! So you guys have to help me unconditionally for your friend's romance!
Zoe, what do you mean unconditionally?
Since I'm choosing you as my friend, we have to stick together until the end, right?
Zoe said while forcing her arm on my shoulder. It wasn't a friendly gesture. She was dragging me into her scheme. So, you mean you'll ignore whatever I say and force me?
Don't be so cold and help me, please. Oh, and Shinbi, you too. You're basically my family, so you have to help me get my prince.
Hmm.
Shinbi nodded without showing any expression. She didn't look interested, but I guess she's been nice in her own way. Yeah, they said they grew up together. Because of that, they seem to know each other really well. A friend who's basically family. They have something between them, something I can't even dream of getting. It does make me a bit sad, but they look good together. So I nodded happily at Shinbi's answer. Darkness takes me. And the cat
Nameless.
gets dragged in.
Your diary's all torn up. Here, wanna see?
Who is it?
Here, look at this.
Blinding white light flashed in front of my eyes. Ah!
Flashback?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to a cafe called Banjul. I hear there's a hot waiter called Zion there. I need to see for myself.
And Jewel.
Are you okay?
Oh, I think I've heard of that place before.
Hmm? Are you sick or something? We can always go next time. I'll just go with Shinbi today then.
But what was that just
Hmm?
now? That a piece of my memory? But it felt so strange. Like I was seeing it for the first time. Ah! I clutched onto my aching head. What was that just now?
Are you okay?
Shinbi held on to me as I stumbled. My head feels like it's about to burst. My head hurts. I have to go to the infirmary.
Why don't you just go home instead of going to that infirmary? It's only the third period right now. Do you think you can hold up until school ends?
Zoe sounded worried as she asked me how I am, but I don't really want to go home. Lance and Yunho will definitely know if I go home, and then the rest of the boys will get to know soon. Then they'll just worry about me the whole day. I should just try to hold up.
But going to see that school nurse? That scares me.
It's fine. I'm just going to get some pills for my headache.
Do you want us to go with you?
No, class starts soon.
Tell me if you don't feel better. We'll tell the teachers.
Shinbi said nicely. Thanks. Then I'll be back.
Okay, we'll tell the teacher you went to the infirmary.
Zoe waved with a worried face. Uh, it's hurting more and more. Every time I take another step, I feel as if my head's pounding. Can't help but frown in pain. Is I too stressed these days? Come to think of it, there were many things that bothered me recently. That harp incident, too. But I slept well these past couple of days. It's odd. I always fell asleep right away. Is it that because of the triple Z they always make me? I should ask Kay to make it for me at home tonight. I recalled the scent of triple Z and hurried to the infirmary. My head is still throbbing. Huh? I stood in front of the infirmary, unable to enter. There was a reason I couldn't. urgent business to attend to. Don't know when I'll be back, so go to the pharmacy in case of emergency. Those irresponsible words were written in a clean and fancy handwriting. Mr. Eugene has good handwriting. I expected so little from him that I was surprised at just his handwriting. But more than that, something so urgent he had to leave the infirmary? And what kind of doctor has good handwriting?
I know, right?
Yeah,
Everyone used to
unheard
think
of.
my handwriting. I should have been a doctor growing up.
Same.
It's because they have to learn the very special handwriting that pharmacists can read. It's a circular system. Pharmacists learn how to read doctor handwriting, learn how to write pharmacist, and no one else has any use for those skills.
True.
Why would they even do that?
Hmm.
Did he find some ancient bones or something? The more I think of him, the more dangerous he seems. Actually, this academy that hired him feels more dangerous. I got goosebumps just by thinking about where I was. I was rubbing my arms when I felt someone move behind me.
Are you sick? No.
Nope.
Well, I
Wrong
mean, it
chest.
kind of works both
Ooh.
ways because he
Yeah.
voiced both characters.
I know. I also.
God, he looks
Oh.
so much like Mr. Kentucky.
Yeah, Colonel
know.
Sanders.
Colonel
Sanders.
Sanders.
Yes.
You
He-
need the
got,
bucket of chicken.
I love you, Colonel Sanders.
Fuzzy duck.
I want chicken.
Oh, Mr.
Chicken.
Principal. I turned around and saw a familiar face. He gave me a warm smile that comforted me. The principal is my grandpa's old friend and my guardian. I cheerfully said hi to him. Is this the first time we've seen him in this route?
I guess so.
Unsure.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Hello.
Nice to see you. But what are you doing at the infirmary? Are you sick?
He looked worried. I just have a headache. I'll be fine after taking some pills. My head kept hurting as I talked, but I pretended to be fine.
Okay, then good, but. Oh, I was about to call you today, anyways. I'm glad we met here.
Hmm?
I have something to give you.
To me?
Yes, here, take this.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
The principal took a small piece of paper from his pocket and gave it to me. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. This is tickets to the amusement park?
Yes, someone gave them to me as a gift, but they reminded me of you. I remembered when you went there with your grandpa and bragged about it all day. I'll give them to you now.
I was a bit bewildered and took the tickets, and I read the letters on the ticket. It's really that place. I've been to this place just once when I was little. No, I want to write that.
Now, little girl, I let you ride it, but you have to hold on to the handles very tightly, or else you'll fall down and get hurt.
I won't let go. I'll hold on to it tight.
After you bragged about it for hours that day, your grandpa came to me the next day to do the same. Yes, I remember you particularly liked the merry-go-round.
Grandpa never liked the amusement park, so he went just once after I begged and begged. But when we went there, I remember I complained about something for some reason.
He told me you looked so happy on the merry-go-round. He wondered if he should buy one for the house. I teased him about loving you too much.
He said that? For a moment, I became drowned in my memories of Grandpa while looking at the tickets. It's been a long time since I heard a funny story, but I can't tell him even when I get back home. He's left me. Grandpa, I miss you.
I should get going. If you don't feel well, go home and rest.
Sorry about that. I had to deafen real quick because I just got raided.
Right. Okay.
Oof, oof,
Nice.
Oof.
oof, 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 oof.
Yes, these people are barking mad. I'm sorry, I can't help it.
More,
Eh,
more.
We get it from you.
This is true. I do not deny such allegations.
Oh, okay. I'll see you soon. I mean, Miss Principal. The principal gave me a smile and left. I have 2 stiff pieces of paper in my hands. Huh? Come to think of it. Strangely enough, my headache was gone. Is it because Grandpa cared for me? I suddenly feel clear-headed. Thankfully, I could turn around from the infirmary. I happily held on to the 2 tickets. I think Nameless likes the amusement park. Maybe Nameless is from the amusement park.
You have a smartphone. Why don't you have Twitter?
When what?
Twitter. Everyone has it. You don't know?
What's that?
Your phone is wasting away. I can hear it cry. Give it to me. I'll download it for you.
As I held out my phone, so I snatched it away.
What? It's locked? What's a passcode?
It's the same as my old phone. So I nodded at my answer and locked it. Like the games on my old phone.
69.
Yes, that's the password on my old phone because you made it my password.
Just like half of the school.
She likes the games on my old phone, so she used to borrow it often. I couldn't be bothered to unlock it for her every time, so I just told her my passcode.
Let's see. I can download it, right?
So I fixed her eyes on the phone and asked, "What is it?"
I'm looking for DOL.
No, you're not downloading that to my phone.
Oh no.
You always have it on your old phone.
No, my old phone couldn't run it. Remember, this is the first time I've had a smartphone, so I. Schizo's now having lesbian fantasies. So it's me and Soy all the way now, I guess. I think Cage is muted again, possibly.
No,
No, I've said it a
he
few
said it.
times.
Oh, okay. It just kind of got drowned out then, and I'm sorry. Jimby, who was next to me, thought for a while.
To put it simply, it's a public diary for the whole world to read.
This is why I don't post a lot on Twitter.
It's just all a bunch of ads.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nice comparison.
A diary?
People just write whatever they're thinking about at the moment, and others can read what you wrote.
I didn't understand what Jimby meant and frowned. But why would you want others to read your diary?
I want to know that too.
Well, you know, when you secretly want someone to know what you're thinking, that's when you use Twitter.
Soy said while moving her fingers very fast. Anyways, if I write something, anyone can see it? But what do you write? You really write what you write in your diary?
Of course! What you write depends on the person. You can write useful information or an important piece of news.
FYI, Soy uses it to gush out her hidden desires.
And I've been cancelled so many times.
But yeah, what desires of Soy's are hidden?
I can't tell you, it's been cancelled. Stop! It's my noble hobby.
Well, I'll respect your own taste, but please don't mess up my timeline.
Soy.
And yeah,
posting
Soy
the cultured
would.
Twitter.
Yeah, Soy would not say no to Tay joining. It's like, if I can get with Tay by including Tara, sure, all the way.
So harsh. You have no idea how many people are delighted whenever I update my Twitter.
You post pictures you took secretly. I had no idea people would be so crazy about them. Of course, I didn't know you posted a picture of me.
Dude, Soy
You
sucks.
saw?
I mean, Shinji is Soy's ideal man.
But apparently it's not just Shinbi.
Yes, but Shinji is Soy's ideal man. Soy laughed awkwardly at getting caught.
Now, it's all done. It's easy to use. If you press this...
Soy told me how to use Twitter. It's a bit hard.
You'll get used to it soon. If you get too used to it, you'll use it all day. So make sure you control yourself. Don't get addicted.
I'm not you, Soy. Okay.
It's okay, long as you don't do what she does.
I mean, the reason I don't look at Twitter so much is because I can drown in that rabbit hole looking at other pieces of art all day. It's like, oh my god, I can't turn myself away. Alright. So I pretended to do something else at what Shinbi said. I wonder what Soy posts on Twitter to worry Shinbi so much. I put my phone back in my pocket. I just got Twitter. I wondered what Soy was posting there, and I didn't look. Huh? There's something in my pocket. Oh, I got tickets to the amusement park earlier. While seeing the two bicker about, I asked them, do you guys have time this weekend?
The weekend? Why?
I have these. Took out the tickets the principal gave me.
Tickets to the amusement park?
Yeah, someone I know gave them to me. I was wondering if you guys would like to go.
I do love amusement parks, but...
But...
I have to go to the school government camp this weekend.
Camp?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, the members can bond or something. I don't want to go, but they told me they'd make me do the accounting at the end of the year if I don't go.
Counting at the end of the year? You'll become busy for sure.
I know! So I really can't miss it this time. I'm sorry.
Soy looked sorry and grumbled. It's fine. It was already on your schedule. How about you, Shinbi?
I have photo shoots scheduled this whole weekend.
Okay, you both can't go.
I'm sorry.
Now you both have important things to do. And I asked you guys too late. Oh well, nothing I can do.
Let's go together when we have time. I love roller coasters.
Yeah, okay. So Shimby stood up to get and prepare for the next class. I sat there by myself looking at the 2 tickets. I can only use them until this weekend. What should I do? Although I had a knack for playing myself, I don't want to go to the amusement park alone. Besides, the principal gave me 2 tickets. Should I ask someone else to go with me? I looked at the empty seat beside me. Yeah, might go with me. But I feel like if I gets on the roller coaster, he'll come down crying. I don't want to torture the poor kid. And no, I'm too scared to even ask. I glanced at Lance, who was quietly reading a book. I'm scared he'll refuse before I can even say amused. If I go with Yuri, he'll surely just play around, and Red will probably get too hyper and attract people's attentions.
Tara, why am I the last person on your list?
Because you told me we should spend less time together.
Shit.
You done fucked up, man.
I won't be able to handle both of them. Red would be a bit easier to handle than Yuri, but still, suffer with both. If
You will
someone
be
can
handled.
If someone can go with us, at that moment I thought of someone. There's only one person who can handle Red. Tay, everyone's mom. But I'm worried about something else now. He told me we should keep our distance at the academy. Would he go to the amusement park with me? But the amusement park is much larger than the academy, and there'd be more strangers there. Besides, it's not just 2 of us. Red's going too. Why am I inviting Red? Do I have 3 tickets or something? It looks like only 2 tickets.
I mean,
Why?
Say the
we can
graphic
split
only
the
showed
cost and
2.
get a
We've only
third
ever 2
one.
before.
Expect
I
me
was
to buy tickets myself?
But also, it's because apparently you came to the conclusion, oh, I could invite Red. Yeah, I guess Tay needs to be there to help me handle Red's excitement.
I was mumbling to myself. I felt like I was making an excuse. My face heated up a bit. My heart pounded with my red face. I also felt excited at thinking about my memories of Grandpa. Besides, the principal cared enough to give me these, so I shouldn't miss the chance. I hurried in search for Tay's number, but when I actually found his number, I couldn't help but hesitate. What should I do?
Well, obviously.
Obviously, it's contact Tay, right?
Mhm.
You have to get Tay in on this. Yeah, I should at least try. I should ask him. If you want, let's go. I send a text to Red. And a few minutes later, oh, a text.
Amusement park? You should have told me earlier. I have a rehearsal this weekend.
Aww. Oh, rehearsal for the play. And he won't be able to go. I my disappointed and texted back. All right, no choice. Good luck with rehearsal. Everyone's busy. It's like I chose contact Tay, but it contacted Red. Why?
I have no idea.
I felt depressed as even Red refused me. And only Tay's left. I should at least ask him to. You dug your own hole this time, Tay.
I mean, you're not wrong, but why you gotta be so obedient when I don't want you to?
I gathered up the courage to text him. If you have time this weekend, let's go to the amusement park.
Immediate
Oh, the
text.
bell rang. Quickly
Immediate
put my phone
reply.
back in my bag. Did we
All right,
forget
I'll
to
drop
press
my
send?
work.
I guess he'll text me back. I should wait.
Hmm.
I'm back. Saw everyone's shoes except Lance's. Everyone must be back already.
Hi, Master.
Oh, heroin, you're back.
My honey, what do you want to do first? Wash? Or my very own special massage?
No thank you? Thanks, but no thanks to both. I'm too hungry. I feel like fainting. I didn't even eat lunch properly and my stomach kept growling.
Then you're not refusing. Sneaky girl.
You didn't eat lunch?
Well, no. For some reason, I peered at him as I answered. He didn't say anything and just took my bag. And he quietly headed towards the kitchen. I suddenly remembered Red asked him about the amusement park. But seeing that he didn't say anything, he must not want to go. But I was bothered that he didn't give me a definitive answer.
Oh?
Where's Lance?
He's late because of the student government. What was it? There's a cat
Cat cafe.
Am?
Oh, right, camp. He said he had to prepare for that and told us not to wait.
Oh, okay. I remember Soy said she was busy because of the camp. I thought Lance was also part of the student government. No, this is not Monster Camp. But I still wanted to give that game a try. We haven't played that one yet.
Yeah, unfortunately, we can only play together. Or
Well, we
does
can play
Pez has one?
solo. Pez has it too.
Oh.
Then he would have said no even if I'd asked. I'm glad I didn't ask him. But I thought Lance wouldn't go to the camp since there'd be a lot of people. Lance always keeps to himself, so I thought he wouldn't like staying with the group.
I thought it was unexpected too. But apparently, their supervising teacher adores him. So, I think he's the group leader. Or something like that.
Oh, what the heck?
I flip my hair.
And suddenly mask removes. The mask
The
comes
mask
off.
just flies over and hits someone in the face.
Still not as good as my
Comes
slipper
over,
throwing.
Mask dripping off the side of his head. Fury.
He wouldn't have to if he doesn't want to. But he does everything he's told. He has such a tiresome personality.
What's all this gooey stuff? It's all everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Why is it on my box?
I am just going to slip away just for a moment. I need to use the toilet.
Okay.
Alright. Let's take 5.
Not
5
even
minutes.
5. I'm just going to slip out
Oh.
unless everybody wants to take a full
Well, I need to
5-minute break.
refill my water real quick. So
This
that'll
will
be
be
a
the
good,
perfect
Alright.
time.
good time to
Hot
do it.
5 in charge for a while. And
All
also
right.
Marty.
Gives me enough time to clean all this up.
5 minutes.
Guys, do you keep hearing that noise?
What noise?
Huh?
I don't know. It sounds like some gravelly noise. I think came from the basement.
Meh.
Nah, it's probably a rat.
Rat.
Hey guys.
Hi.
I is back with
Hi.
water. Let's go.
Yep.
Welcome back.
Much needed.
If anyone's not back, just say something.
Yeah, say something when they're not back. It's like, is everyone back?
I mean,
something.
technically,
Aw.
I'm not back.
Well, no, you're not back. You're Tara.
We were
Every
doing
time
so
you-
good today, guys.
Every time you guys say not back, I keep thinking of the knockback on games.
I'm good, thanks, Araya. It's been a rough start to the day, but this is always a fun time, so always makes it better. Yeah, just on a quick recess real quick while some people need to answer nature's call.
Yeah. It's being a bitch right now.
I know, right? Won't put the fucking phone down. It's just like, Jesus, go away. Well, it's actually nice and cool today. The heat wave's finally passing. Thank fuck.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. Hey.
We had a thunderstorm warning yesterday and I never got it and I was sad. I was like, oh, come
I
on.
did.
You had a thunderstorm warning yesterday too?
Yeah.
I'm
not
not
a
even
warning,
in
they just call
Britain.
it the thunderstorm.
Well, neither's Rory.
Does the whole world have a thunderstorm warning?
I
Yes.
Didn't actually get a warning.
I had
just
one.
Had an actual thunderstorm.
Well,
and
we
never
did
get those
experience
here,
it
so-
today. I mean,
I had a thunderstorm.
yesterday.
It wasn't even a warning.
I didn't.
Which is ironic because you guys had the thunderstorm. I had a warning and didn't get a thunderstorm.
We hug all the weather.
You were like, oh, you wanted a thunderstorm? Yoink, mine now.
Yeah, had to go on a hike.
Yep. That's how I do.
True.
Yuri peeled off the facial mask from his face.
Are you sure it's peeled off?
Yeah, I'm
It
pretty
just
sure it went
flops.
flying.
Yuri peeled off his face.
Not for the first time.
So that's why he picked a fight with me when I saw him at the hallway earlier.
Did Cage not come back yet?
Whoops.
Oh,
You're
sorry.
supposed
not.
to say something if he
I,
wasn't here
I,
yet.
I was. I forgot I was muted. I've been muting myself because I been coughing pretty much the entire stream, so been trying to avoid.
Oh no.
Oh.
Hmm.
Pick a fight?
Pikachu. Yeah,
Pikachu, Pikachu, Pikachu.
I saw him on the way to the cafeteria, but he suddenly stood in front of me and told me to move. He even yelled at me to key to the right.
You mean keep to the right?
Whatever. He could have just told me to move. He didn't have to nag at me there.
Red pouted. And Yuri nodded.
He always has to point out every single tiny mistake. We will never get along.
What do you mean the slides needs updating, Schizo? Yuri crumpled up the facial mask and threw it to the trash can.
Go we.
Well, actually, that is believable. It may look kind of goopy on the thing, but by the time it's ready to be removed, it is just kind of a thin layer of it's
Last-
like saran wrap almost.
Soprano. Huh. Interesting.
It actually is basically a solid thing once it's time to remove it. Basically you remove it once it's dry. Watched it as Yuri was doing some sort of magic. I think he muttered he peeled off his skin.
Why don't you properly put it in the trash can? It didn't go in. And Tara, I cooked something for you.
Kate came out of the kitchen and said, Skitz was like, oh, we need to make sure everybody's other roles are on there too. Obviously, Soy steals the show, same with Shinbi.
I don't know about Shinbi stealing the show.
Shinbi, the one-word wonder.
Okay, that's fair.
Tay came out of the kitchen and said, oh, okay. I followed Tay into the kitchen. Wow.
I just put together things from the fridge. Sorry it's nothing fancy.
In front of me was a fresh salad with cheese and tomato. Sorry, you had to cook again because of me. I stopped looking at the food and told him. But Tay pulled out a chair and smiled.
It's nothing. It's what I like to do.
As I sat down, Tay sat beside me too. I speared the salad with my fork and put it in my mouth. It's good. The dressing tasted perfect with the salad. As I tried this and that, Tay watched me the whole time. And when I finished about half the plate, Tay opened his mouth.
About the amusement park. You okay?
I swallowed the wrong way when he suddenly brought up the subject that's been bothering me the whole time. I barely swallowed the food caught in my throat and nodded. Tay hurried and got me a glass of water. Yeah, go on. After I drank the water, Tay hesitated and continued.
Sorry, but I have to work that day.
Work? It's the weekend.
I know. It just happened.
To be honest, I sort of expected Tay to say no. But I feel a bit upset now that he really has. Alright. Oh well. I tried my best to hide my disappointment and munched on the food.
But why the amusement park all of a sudden?
Tay stared at me as I ate and asked, oh, someone gave me the tickets and they're only good until this weekend. I showed him the tickets in my pocket and told him.
Someone who?
Tay's face changed suddenly. No comments? I was expecting a quip from you at that point.
Oh, I must, I guess.
But it's like Tay's face changes suddenly. Who dares to give my girl something like this?
No, that's a Yuri line.
That's the thing for Yuri's route, yeah.
I guess. but he is concerned. He's like, who gave you tickets? Yeah, the principal upstairs. I saw him at the academy today. He gave me the tickets and talked about Grandpa. He told me these tickets reminded him of Grandpa and when I was little. I thought about Grandpa after he said that. I haven't thought about him in a while. So I wanted to go. It's where I went with Grandpa. Well, he's not with me right now. To be honest, I wasn't exactly interested in the amusement park. I just wanted to relive the memories I had with Grandpa. So I really wanted to go, but I have 2 tickets in my hand. I can't go by myself. It's the amusement park.
Ooh.
Yeah?
Meow.
Is that me?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay. Making sure. Hmm? Are you talking about me? I'm offended.
Suddenly someone cut in our conversation. Oh, I guess it might be Yuri.
Yeah, I was
thought
gonna
I
say, I
thought
thought
I
it
thought I
might have been Yuri with that one. It didn't do the whole, like, nameless music or anything.
Oh yeah, music.
Oh.
I mean, but it totally seems like something that Nameless is like, oh, I'm starting to want in. I want in.
Also, I appreciate. Thank you, Yuri. You have helped me out tremendously by being a little bit selfish for a second. Watch how this plays out. Ugh.
Guess I'll go back in my
Uh,
box. Back in
do,
my
do you want
box.
do you want to have Kurt say the line then?
Alright. Huh? Are you talking about? Are you talking without me? I'm offended.
And before he could even turn around, a hand snatched away one of the tickets. Yuri? Yuri was looking at the tickets with a fascinated face. He looked like he just found a fun game. And he saw the other ticket in my hand and looked more excited to check out that there were only 2 tickets. I didn't even ask Yuri, so I did feel a bit sorry. Yuri looked happy. I was a bit flustered, and Tay's face was hardened a bit for some reason.
To be honest, I'm not really fond of amusement parks, but it's a different story if it's just my honey and I. Alright, alright. Okay, I'll go with you.
What?
You're happy. I understand. I understand. I'm so excited and happy about going on a date with my honey. I'm lost for words, too.
Wait, what does the owner think?
One's good for you, my honey.
Actually, Yuri didn't wait for my answer and checked the ticket in his hand.
There until this weekend. Good. Alright. We can go out in the morning, have fun, go to a fancy restaurant at night, and come back home.
Yuri smiled happily, and he waved the ticket he just snatched away and smiled.
Seeing you outside instead of in this cave full of boys, I'm excited for several reasons.
Wait,
How could you say I'm choosing work over my honey?
Yuri playfully provoked him. Tay's face hardened even more at what he said. Is this because Yuri didn't throw away the facial mask properly? We treat each other worse today.
My honey is completely mine this weekend. We'll be enjoying a lovely date, so don't interrupt us.
Yuri declared to Tay and winked at me. Then he hurriedly disappeared to his room. For a moment, silence flowed between me and Tay. It was Tay's sigh that broke the silence.
Are you really going to get that? Are you really going to let Yuri get his way?
Tay said with worry. No, actually, I think he's sort of pissed off. Well, he said he'd go with me, so I guess I have to thank him, or else I'll have to throw away the ticket. Besides, the principal gave them to me. I don't want to waste his kindness. There won't be any problem, will there? I am a bit nervous. If I think about it, Yuri's just a bit tiresome. There's nothing really troubling. He's not mean or anything, so there won't be any serious problems. I'll just deal with him for the day.
Okay, so here's the plan. We're going to give the ticket that you still have to Red, and we can go on our date the next weekend or something.
Mm.
But Red can't
Very-
go.
Ah,
Give it to Lance.
Lance also can't go.
Oh yeah.
Same issue.
Oh yeah, the camp.
But I mean, this was the plan. Just get
Give
someone
it to
that
Yunho.
Yuri doesn't find Yunho tiring enough. I was hoping. You know what? Let's wrap back around. I know that she said she couldn't, but what if we just give it to Soy after all?
I can't
It
go.
won't-
I'm with Lance.
Yeah, like it's going to be that hard to talk you out of going to the student council camp. Like, yeah, you might get punished for it later, but you get to go on a date with one of the hot five. Think about it.
But that's super.
It won't be that bad to enjoy a special day with Yuri since he's the only one who'll go, but Tay's reaction bothered me. He quietly frowned after listening to my answer. I didn't dare to ask why and just quietly finished my meal. I was about to clean the table, but Tay stopped me saying he'd do it. I looked at him as he washed the dishes and headed to my room. Tay's silence bothers me. That's weird. Why does my head hurt so much today? The headache came back. I just frowned at the prickling pain. We have medicine in the house. I remembered where I put the pills and stood up. At the moment, someone knocked. Who is it? Come in. The door opened and I saw a familiar face. Oh, hey. He was holding a plate in one of his hands.
I knew you'd be awake. I got you some fruit.
Oh, thanks. He came to my side as I awkwardly stood up. Then he laid down the plate on the desk.
You're going somewhere?
They asked, noticing my weird posture. Oh, yeah, I was about to get the medicine box in the living room.
Are you hurt?
No, my head just hurts.
Does it hurt a lot? Any other symptoms?
Huh? Hayes' face suddenly changed. It's nothing that serious. Felt more flustered to see him so surprised. He couldn't stand my hesitation and kept asking.
Since when did it hurt? Has it been hurting for a long time?
It's nothing serious. I had a brief headache this morning and I felt fine. Don't think about it too much. I'll be fine after I take the pill.
Wait, I'll get it for you.
Huh? No.
I'll be right back.
They left the room abruptly. I think he took the headache too seriously. It was a bit embarrassing. And I felt bad after worrying Tay. A few moments later, Tay came back to my room.
Here, take these. The pills and water. It says you need to take 2.
They put the glass of water by the plate and handed me the pills. Thanks. I feel like he won't be relieved until he sees me take the pills. Put the pills into my mouth. It must have melted a bit in his hands as I tasted the bitterness. I felt thankful to the piece of fruit on my desk and put one in my mouth. They just watched quietly until I swallowed the fruit. I don't know why pills are always so bitter. I just wish there'd be something I could just plaster on my head. I tried to make a joke, but it didn't work on him.
You have to tell me if your head hurts again, all right?
It's just a headache. He stares at me. I think I just have to give in to him this time. I ended up nodding reluctantly. I feel like I'm being scolded by my mom.
And what are you going to do about those?
Huh? They pointed at the amusement park tickets on the desk. How'd they get one back from Yuri? He was like this before. Does he hate me going with Yuri that much? I definitely gave him my answer. He must have hoped I changed my mind. But if I change the plans now, I feel bad to Yuri who cared too. I didn't do anything wrong, but he mumbled as if making an excuse. Well, there's no one else to go with me, and I can't just throw them away. I think I'll just go with Yuri. Zoe, Shinbi, and everyone else told me they all had plans. I'm actually glad Yuri said he has time. I'm a bit worried about his jokes, but I feel it's better to just endure them rather than throw the tickets away.
Aren't you trusting Yuri too much?
He was being unnecessarily serious. I felt a bit uncomfortable that he was being too harsh on Yuri. Regardless of how Yuri is, he's my family too. I tried to smile and soften up the conversation. Well, I am a bit worried too. Yuri's pretty nasty. Well, I mean, how bad can it be? He is a bit mischievous, but he's not mean. Bate looked more offended as I took Yuri's side. He asked with a hardened voice.
And do you think that Chris Hansen would see it the same way? Is the amusement park that important to you?
Huh? Huh? They asked as if he really wants to know.
You stopped in the middle of talking about the amusement park. Does that place mean that much to you?
Oh, that. I remembered what I was talking about in the kitchen. Right, I stopped talking in the middle. I quietly remembered what I wanted to say. I talked about Grandpa, right? This is the first and last amusement park I've ever been to. And I went there with Grandpa. I was pretty little then, but I still remember riding the merry-go-round. We had that much fun there. Recalling your memories feels like being in a dream. Music flowing out from the speakers, bright sunlight, blue sky, and Grandpa's smile. My heart beat fast at every single thing I recalled. And the principal gave me these tickets. He got them as a gift, but he kept them because they reminded him of me. He cared about me that much. It'd be rude to just throw them away. He listened quietly as I talked, and when I finished, he opened his mouth.
Then why don't you...
Ugh. I'm really going to change room this time. I can't live with that prick anymore.
Knock, asshole.
The door burst open and the bed at Tay's words. Red came in screaming and ranting.
Huh? Commander, you're here too? Oh, do you want to change rooms too? Well, I guess it'd be just as horrible to share a room with that buttery jerk. Why don't you share a room with me? Just drop both the jerks in one room and...
Perfect timing.
What?
Nothing. She has Tourette now. So, yeah. Nothing.
She has red now?
I know. Nothing. She has to rest now, so let's go out.
Hey, don't push. I just got here.
Tay didn't try to continue our conversation and got up from his seat. Then he pushed Red's back and forced him out. In the meanwhile, I didn't understand what was going on and just glanced around. Red looked mad, but Tay didn't seem to care. After pushing Red out the door, Tay turned around and said bye.
Then have a good sleep.
Oh wait, Heroin, you'll let us change rooms, right?
Let's talk outside.
Oh, Commander, you just pinched me.
Red's voice faded away and the door closed. Thanks to Red making a fuss, I was a bit dazed. I think Tay wanted to say something before Red barged in. Did he forget because of Red? But I can't just go out and ask him now. He'll tell me next time if it's something important. I felt a bit more comfortable after thinking that. I'm suddenly sleepy. But my head still hurt despite the pills I just took. Instead, I just grew sleepy. Was I too tired or something? I stood up and headed to my bed. I fell asleep quickly after I buried myself in the sheets.
Right.
Silence flows throughout the breakfast table.
Well, this is awkward. I don't care about Cherry Boy and the prince fighting. Please don't do it in front of my eyes. My sensitive skin doesn't like it.
What does your sensitive skin have to do with your eyes? Yuri said while smiling. Lance and Red didn't give in round two.
You two, did you guys fight?
Yinho carefully asked.
You guys aren't children. Well, I guess you're infants, considering the time you've been human. Anyways, you two, shouldn't you stop fighting like little kids now?
They looked tired. Red was suddenly in a rage.
What did I do? It's all because this jerk pissed me off. First.
Shouldn't you look back on what you did first before you blame someone else? And I have never acted like a little kid, so please do not consider me alike with that lame wannabe justice warrior.
What? What do you mean lame?
Red abruptly stood up from the table. They are such kids.
Calm down, you're spilling the food.
They said like a mom talking to her children.
Fight, 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 fight.
It's what Nameless is saying from his box.
Now you two stop and eat. We have to leave soon.
As Tay said while pointing at the clock, Red sat down again. But he didn't stop glaring at Lance.
Fine. Look, Silverhead, consider yourself lucky today.
That is what I wish to say.
Ugh, that nasty mouth.
It's amazing how they always sit together even though they fight. It's almost also amazing that they're eating side by side together with their backs turned on each other. I'm now getting used to this happening every morning, but they mustn't be. I shook my head with pity for the boys. At that moment, Yuri called me.
But more than that, my honey, I'm thinking of going early in the weekend. How does that sound?
What?
I think it'll be less crowded in the morning.
Oh, the amusement park?
You weren't forgetting our date, were you? Sunlight is the what is it? Sunlight is the day is fatal for my skin. It's, it's not good for sensitive skin too. My honey, so I'd rather you not walk around with the city. No.
Oh, alright. I wanted to ride all the rides at the amusement park. But if I ask him to stay longer, he'll definitely complain about the sunlight and all the people. I guess we won't be staying long. That's a shame. I saw Tay cleaning the sink after finishing his breakfast. To be honest, the person I want to go to the amusement park with is kind and sweet Tay. I feel like I won't ever get tired if I go with him. I haven't seen him at the academy recently. I couldn't spend much time with him at home too because of his work. Besides, he always takes care of the housework when he's home, so he's always busy. As a result, I've been spending less and less time with Tay. It'd be nice to take this chance and spend some time with Tay. It'd be so nice to go to the amusement park and have fun with him. But he already said no. Let's quit the thought. He already said no. I did feel bad about it, but it would be foolish to show it. I quietly dropped my eyes and erased Tay from my sight.
Man, Tara, I wish you were just more honest with your feelings.
Takes one to know one. The bus is horrible, as always. When I got to the classroom, half the seats were empty. There is only one reason why the kids wouldn't be in the classroom right now. They all went out to greet the limit. Most of the kids in the classroom were boys and a few girls. And Soy was one of them. Soy came to me and asked a question before I could even say hi.
You didn't ride the limo today?
Yeah, I told you I'd be taking the bus. Soy squinted at my answer.
So, you're never taking the limo again? Forever?
I don't know about forever, but probably. Soy loosened up a bit at my answer. I don't know why she asked, but she seemed satisfied at my answer. Where's Shinbi?
Come to school today.
He's missing school a lot these days.
Yeah, I know. She should come often and help me get my man.
I guess her heart's still burning for Tay. Come to think of it, I'm a bit curious. Why does Soy like Tay so much? And is she really planning to ask him out? How? I felt like I was not being myself and minding other people's business. I shook my head to get rid of that strange feeling.
He's shining today as always.
But before I could even shake off that thought, I heard Soy's cry. He was looking out the window, completely enraptured. I couldn't help but look outside too. Tay was getting out of the car just in time.
Look at that!
Huh? I followed Soy's fingertips and saw Tay getting through the crowd of girls, but he's not taking any of the presents.
Mufflers, teacups, and coffee beans to pastries, candy and sandwiches. So many type of gifts.
Soy must see through all the wrappers. I was seeing hundreds of gift boxes going back and forth outside the window. Amazing! Front girls were amazing, but Tay was too. It was almost performing a trick refusing all those gifts whilst walking so fast. They soon disappeared into the building. All the girls stood there in vain, still holding on to the presents. Soy seemed happy looking at the sight from the classroom.
no one among my competitors succeeded in giving him a present.
But don't you think they have a better chance than you? You're just standing here doing nothing.
You obviously don't know anything.
Zoe's eyes sparkled.
I'm just waiting for the perfect timing. I, Soy, am completely different from all those girls who rage in like bulls.
Okay, good luck. Soy clenched her fist and waved it at me. The other girls were the same, but Soy's determination was amazing too. I was really feeling Tay's popularity. The reason why he's so popular? I can guess. Even I think he's a good person, and he's just nice no matter how you look at him. But the things like about Tay will be a bit different from what others like about him. But what are the things I like about Tay? The way he's like a mom? Nah, that's not it. I don't even need to mention his looks. Then what else? That he's always beside me? Morning classes ended and it was lunch. I stood up to head to the cafeteria, but Soy didn't even get up after seeing me.
I'm on a diet, so no lunch for me.
What? Really?
Yeah.
I nodded. I heard Soy wishing me good luck in the cafeteria behind me.
Good luck.
Ganbate!
Wow.
I barely got it. Stepped onto the rooftop to eat my meal in peace. In my hands were the pieces of bread I managed to get at the cafeteria. The bright sunlight shined on me. There wasn't anyone on the roof since the sun was too strong. I was right. It's impossible to enjoy your food in the crowded cafeteria. So I purposely came where I thought there would be empty. Thankfully, I was right. Let's see. The shade. I should go there. I blocked the sunlight with my hand and turned around the right corner. Thankfully, there was a cool shade beneath the eaves. I hurried into the shade so I wouldn't get sunburned. Huh? Someone was already under the small shade.
Do you think it's me?
I think it's you.
Or?
It's Tay.
What are you doing here?
Why are you... I noticed Tay's sandwich while I was speaking.
Well, the weather was too nice, so I wanted to spend some time quietly by myself.
Me too. Tay patted the seat next to him.
Sit. You came here for lunch, right?
Oh, can I? I haven't seen that comforting smile in a long time. At that moment, I remembered that he said about keeping our distance, but Tay smiled and nodded. I hesitated, but at that smile, I went by his side. Felt my body cool down in the shade. I feel much better. A cool shade, my lunch in my hands, and Tay sitting right beside me. My lunch hasn't been this peaceful in a while. I took a big bite out of the piece of my bread so he doesn't notice my smile. But is that your lunch today? Nothing else?
Nope. And I like this sandwich.
Will people stop giving him food if they know Tay only eats a sandwich for lunch? I remember the battlefield I saw in the morning. No, just because they stop giving him food, it doesn't mean they'll stop giving gifts. They'll probably give him more expensive things.
But at least I have this. Is that enough for you?
Tay points at the small piece of bread in my hand and asks, to be honest, I don't get full just by eating this. But it's so hard to even get one. I was lucky today, so I snatched away the last one. I munched on the piece of bread and said, why doesn't our academy build a new cafeteria? It'd be much better if it's bigger.
I know.
They answered shortly at my complaint. And for a moment, awkward silence flowed between us. Maybe it was because we haven't been by ourselves in a long time. I don't know what to say. I look up at the sky.
Yes.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, me too.
What's
The
up?
kids at the the kids at the academy will freak out if they see us together, right? I asked just to check how he feels. He looks up at the sky too.
What's wrong, Tay?
I'll fucking kill you.
Yeah, go ahead. Try. Because right now, all I see is a bottom.
Yeah, that's because he's taking his trousers out and he's mooning you right now.
Nah. No one's here right now, so won't it be fine? The sky is so clear. The sky is so clear.
Was it because we were under the quiet shade? Hayes' voice sounded deeper than usual. Yeah, I haven't been with you like this in a while. It's been difficult to be by ourselves at the academy, and even in the house. Being alone with Tay like this, happiness tickles my heart. Tay didn't say anything to my somewhat cheesy words. Felt like I was talking by myself and felt a bit embarrassed. I scratched my head and mumbled as if I was alone. It must be tiresome to be so popular. It'd be nice to not care about all that and just spend your day in peace. I turned away from the sky and looked at Tay, who was being silent. His deep green eyes were looking at me. He didn't say anything, but he was watching me the whole time. No, it wasn't just this time. He was always like that. Tay, look. Tay didn't turn his eyes away even as they started talking. I don't know why, but I suddenly felt brave at seeing those eyes. Not easy for us to be alone like this. So should I ask? Of course, it's do you want to go to the amusement park? Please, let's
Yeah, I
be able
think
to
it's
go to the...
pretty obvious.
Do you maybe want to go? Tay and I started talking at the same time. We looked at each other with widened eyes. Tay, you go first.
No, you go ahead.
No, you first.
I insist.
We both kept on refusing and burst into laughter and embarrassment.
Crazy bastards.
So you talk first.
No, you talk first.
No, you hang up.
Oh my
I-
god.
I didn't give in and answered. The ice was finally about to break and Tay smiled.
Okay, then. Would you go to the amusement park with me?
Oh?
What? I was so surprised I asked back like an idiot. As I widened my eyes and asked, Tay... Shut up, Nameless! As I widened my eyes and asked, Tay laughed like he always did. I ended up looking stupid. How should I answer? Of course I wanted to go with him. My heart suddenly started pounding.
Do you not want to?
Oh no! I even waved my hands while answering. I could, of course, it's not that I don't want to, but Yuri already...
You want to go with Yuri?
Kay's face hardened a bit. No! I hurriedly answered so he wouldn't be disappointed, but I ended up shouting out loud. I felt bad for Yuri who wasn't here. Kay too looked a bit surprised at my shout.
You hate Yuri that much?
No, that was a mistake just now. I didn't realize I was shouting.
Oh.
So I already promised Yuri. Huh? I wasn't done talking, but tasted up. I was a bit bewildered and looked up at him. He put his finger on his lips and shushed me. I closed my mouth right away.
I hear people coming. I should go now. Oh?
What? He smiled a little to see me so dazed. He looked a bit playful for some reason.
See you later.
Alligator.
Tay
Smell
said
you later.
bye and walked off the roof. Uh, um, so who am I going to the amusement park with? Left alone, I just spaced out and put the bread pieces in my mouth. I have no idea what this bread tastes like. And the weekend came. I groped around for the clock and turned off the loud alarm. What time is it now?
The time you set your alarm clock for?
All right, I don't go to the academy today. Time slipped by and was already the weekend. Yesterday night, both Yuri and Tay came in late, and I ended up falling asleep while waiting for them. And so I failed to ask them the important question: who am I going to the amusement park with? Let's get up first.
Yes, get up.
I heard a familiar voice in the quiet room. I was startled and got up straight from bed. I no longer felt drowsy at all. Hey, when did you... I tried to cover up my disheveled hair with my sheets. Didn't you say you had to work today?
Yeah, I skipped work. You should get up now. Not much time left until admission starts.
What? He ditched work?
Hurry up and get ready.
Unlike me, who was surprised, Tay looked so calm. Anyways, admission? I think he's talking about the amusement park. But we still haven't told Yuri.
Plans changed, so I'll be going with you. Is that okay?
Really? Then you should have told me before.
Are you disappointed because you can't go with Yuri?
No.
Really? Then hurry up and get ready. You'll be late. Get up, sleepy princess.
Tay teased me.
Can you go to the bathroom by yourself, or do you want me to take you, like last time?
No, I can go by myself.
Aww. All right.
As I jumped at his sudden suggestion, Tay smiled. Then he left the room, still smiling. I just stared blankly at the door he went through. Am I really going with Tay? I just woke up, but I feel like I'm still dreaming. But I soon realized this wasn't a dream. If it was a dream, my heart wouldn't pound this much. I washed in a hurry and got back in my room and finished getting prepared. And when I came back out of the room, I caught eyes with Yuri, who looked sulky. Yuri?
Long time no see. I'm just giving in for today. So, never again.
Whoa, what?
He'll only bore you. But just bear with him for today. Darling, I'll make sure I entertain you 10 times better next time. I'll give you with a fantastic experience. So look forward to it.
What did you and Tay talk about? I've never seen Yuri back away so cleanly.
I begged Yuri to let me go today.
You begged? As I asked incredulously, Tay answered by grinning. He came by my side and held onto my hand. The butterflies in my stomach spread to my heart. And as my heart thumped, Faye's voice hovered at my ear.
Did you
You
offer
said
it? Did you offer Yuri to suck his dick?
No.
No.
That's why he allowed you.
You said it's a
I'm
place from
imagining. I'm
You're
imagining
imagining?
the scenario where
Uh-huh.
Tay is talking to Yuri and can you please allow me to go with Tara today? And Yuri said, what are you gonna do about it? I can suck your dick.
I can suck your dick. No.
No.
Pretty sure I bullied him.
Might have threatened him with telling the school if he went. He was going to go on a date with the students.
I'm curious about what the conversation was, though. You said it's a place from your precious memories. After hearing that, I really wanted to go.
He whispered to me so Yuri doesn't hear. Yuri frowned hard to see that. I mean, our faces are like so close together.
I don't know what you're saying, but you should back away.
How can I let you hear when I'm making fun of you?
I hate you.
Yuri did
I
back
know.
off, but he didn't bother to hide his disdain. Is he okay? I'm worried I've offended him.
Now we should get going. Are you all ready?
Yeah, but Yuri...
What
I
about
just-
Yuri?
I was supposed to say sorry to Yuri when Tay pulled at my arms.
Well, then take good care of the house.
I swear to God, Tay, don't delete Yuri.
I.
Just Tay.
I hope it rains. Let it pour.
Yeah. We'll be back.
Tay ignored Yuri's curse with a grin.
It's
Yuri
all
didn't
right.
say anything and just waved carelessly. Okay, and that will be the end. for
Perfect timing.
today.
Yep, literally bang on the time that Rory said they had to go.
Yeah. I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure this chapter should be ending soon.
Get
So,
wrecked,
yeah.
Yuri.
Alrighty.
Park.
Might as well see what was left in the diary before more pages get tore out.
Oh, the entire thing just crashed.
Oh, well, never mind then.
Oh, never mind.
I mean, no biggie.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a biggie. You saved anyway, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right then. So I guess the last order of business is the raid target.
Raid.
Also, we'll be playing again tomorrow. Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
The
Yes.
plan
Same
is
time
to play.
tomorrow.
You know,
Yep.
important to tell everyone else too. We all knew.
Yeah.
Same time.
But it's different.
Yeah,
than
same
usual.
time tomorrow as we normally do because we're making it for last week because we had to skip.
My
Okay.
fault.
Same place.
Sorry, heat
is-
stroke fucked me up.
Nah,
We know you wanted to be
How
here.
could you?
Mm.
I can't believe
I'm
you got.
sorry,
heat
but
stroke
nobody
and-
wanted to fucking hear a sweating potato do fucking voice acting when his voice is fucking gone.
And as you can see, we needed you today. You had so many nice little lines in there.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did. So many preparing and slipper moments. And then never actually throwing the slipper. I was disappointed.
Yeah, because you trained everybody.
No, Tay,
Yeah.
you were trained by Tay.
I've trained it myself and everyone else too well. I don't like it.
Okay, I see
Okay.
Stair Boy doing some Minecraft.
Yeah.
And... no one else for. Well, there's also MA for days with marbles on stream.
Oh.
Doobie's playing
See.
Wrath.
Hmm.
Mm.
Too little food to raid. Craft is really fun. I mean, I don't think I've gotten many chances to raid Doobie.
Go figure. We're still the only ones playing Nameless right now.
Of course, we're the only ones playing.
Of course. We're the only cool people. Fuck everybody else. Let's see.
I just love that it's game category. So, every once in a while when it's raid time, I'll click on it just to see, like, hey, that one time somebody actually else plays.
I know, right?
And we just dump 26 viewers on them. They're like, what the hell?
Yeah. I'm deafening myself when I raid someone real quick. Because I've just seen it's a friend of mine's celebration day. Alright, so I'll catch you guys in a bit.
Okay, so I am tempted for raiding Zuby.
I'm gonna go raid Stair.
Cool.
Everyone, we're gonna go
Everyone's down
raid
for a
Stair
Zuby raid.
Void. So I know that Tara's raiding someone else, but
So yeah,
I
we are
don't
back
know this other
tomorrow,
person.
same time.
Mhm.
Yay!
So
Yay.
So
let's
we'll
go
have
give
some
some
extra
love
fun
to
tomorrow, and I
Stair
need to
Void.
come up with a quippy little title for the next stream quickly because
Going
it's
on a
tomorrow.
Oh. Or you could just leave it nameless.
All right,
Hey, hey.
Hey, going on a
Ah,
date day.
Mhm.
but yeah, we're gonna go raid Stair Void.
We're going on a
Tara's
raft. That's what we're going on a raft. We're
raiding
we're
someone
going out to
else, but
sea.
I don't know this other person. But everyone, thank you so much for
Going on
joining
the
me.
raft.
So we're just not gonna name the raft. Just screw that part. Like Kingdom Hearts. Just not even.
Yeah.
How do I? Where's the deck? Oh, all right. So we're gonna go raid Stair Void. Thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you had fun. You enjoyed this. We'll be streaming again tomorrow morning, 6:30 p.m. 6:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Oh my God, I'm losing my mind. Where we'll be continuing the story. I hope to see you all again very, very soon. Thank you so much for stopping by. Now then, let's go give Stair Void some love.
How you doing, buddy? Hi, everyone. Hi. Leprechaun Road. My street so much. How's everyone doing? Welcome to the Point Race. What are you playing, Cage? Nameless, the one thing you must recall. Nice, nice. How was it? Pretty decent story. Oh, it's going well. Yeah. It's going well. Just doing some stuff in this SMP that my friend made. It's good. It was good. Nice. I caught some of the stuff you were doing before with that in the group, right? Group thing. But yeah, I caught some of it before. I really liked it. Thought it was really neat. Very talented people. Yeah. But yeah, playing on the SMP Fruity server today, and right now I'm destroying this failed attempt at a mob spawner. Trying to get some levels. Didn't work out, sadly. But yeah. Today I'm just trying to gonna go mining for a little while and get like a ton of experience.
Alright. Sorry, I deafened myself because I was doing my outro before I raided.